trying to go live and this thing didn't even count down. What if I was burping or something? You didn't count live down. You too? You didn't give me no 3, 2, 1. You just said you're live. So if you are joining chat, welcome and thank you for the thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Welcome to live chat, you guys. It is Friday night. We are here for Isaac, can you give me tissue? Yes. I always forget that. I really appreciate it. No, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. Give me my soul. Okay, I'm gonna check this. Yeah. Me too. Where's your brother? If you like to find his short. Oh, I get it. Just don't need to put on her short. I guess did he put it on? Yeah, he put it on. He ran away. He wasn't putting it on earlier. So he put it on. So you put your shorts on. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. He did a little pokey thing. How are you doing? How are you, Lily? How's your day going? How are you? No, I want to see. No. How's your day? I hope I spelled everything right in that. I'm not like the perfect grammar person. Joe, why are we having attitude? Why are you having attitude? Come here. What's wrong? Come here. Come here. No, Joel's already at it. What's wrong? What happened? I told him now he don't need to. What's he want to do? I don't know. He wants to go to Josh's room? Yeah. Go tell Joshua to let him in his room for a little bit. Thank you. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Now, this is what I deal with every time I want to go live. The kids are not cooperating with me today. How is your day? What did you guys have for dinner today? I had what did I have? I did baked chicken with potatoes today, you guys. And then my kids didn't want to eat the baked chicken because y'all know my kids don't like chicken. So then I had to take the chicken and shred it up. So I had to take all them chicken legs and shred it up, and then told them we'll make chicken tacos out of it. And then of course all the chicken disappeared. So you got to get creative when you have kids because they're not gonna want to just eat whatever you put in front of them. So you got to get them to eat it somehow. So I got creative. We did chicken tacos, which was really good. I saved me a little bit. I had chicken potatoes for dinner, for breakfast / dinner, and it was good. And I think we'll start story time when we get more people in here. Then we'll start doing a little story time. Can everybody see me in chat okay? If you can, hit that like button if you can see me in chat okay. And you guys, this is pre-recorded. If you're rewatching it, because you get a lot of people that rewatch this. Thank you for rewatching it. And if you're rewatching it, please give me a thumbs up on this. And we're gonna wait for a little bit, and then we're gonna jump into some life fun stories because it's Friday night, and I'm excited. Here in Arizona, the weather is actually cooler today because I think we're dropping back down into the 60s, which is a good break. So I didn't go to school today. I went yesterday. Is it laggy? Are you getting a lag on it? Is it a bad lag? Because if it's laggy, I can go back in and come back out. Hello, Patricia. Did you go live? That is a question for you. Did you go live? Kind of. Okay, hold on. Let me try something. Hold on. All right. So I went out and went back in and see if that helped the lag. I don't know. I hope it's not gonna be. I hope it's not gonna be like the last time I came on and it kept buffering. for some reason, which is weird. I don't like my Wi-Fi usually doesn't do that at night with friends, but plans to. You got canceled? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. How's your channel doing? Is your channel doing very well? Are you still posting a lot of shorts? Hi, Madeline. How are you? Welcome to live. How are you doing? How's your day going? Okay, your channel's doing good. That is amazing. Well, I hope you keep going live on there. I tell you, live is gonna definitely help you grow. Hi, Jane. How are you? Your friend just left, Jane. He just went upstairs to his older brother's room. He was throwing a fit, so he didn't stay down here to say hi. Ah, thank you so much, Madeline. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Did y'all give me a thumbs up for coming in this live tonight? What y'all have for dinner? That's our question. And of course, you guys know I'm on my before. That's what we're drinking tonight. Appreciate you guys coming in here. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Chicken wings. Ooh. Chicken wings is good. Was it fried chicken wings or baked? Because, girl, if you said fried chicken wings, that is so good. Especially drizzle some honey on there. I love the font, Brenda. It's beautiful. How do y'all be doing that font? How do you get that font? Like, I guess, is there like a little thing in the chat you can change your font? That is so cool. I really like that. Brenda says it's good. What do you have for dinner tonight, Brenda? Oh, you're welcome. I like that. I've seen a different font. I wonder if you guys can do different colors too. It's really pretty. So how's everyone's Friday going? Are you guys excited for Friday? I am glad it's Friday. Get a break. I get a break from schooling. I think you're re-echoing. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I got my sound out. Is everybody hearing an echo? Are you all hearing an echo? I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. Are you guys all getting an echo on your side? Is my sound? I can turn my sound off, turn my sound back on. It shouldn't be echo. Are you guys clear? I'm gonna wait for you guys to tell me because I don't want to keep talking and you all are getting an echo. Because I know that's gonna be really annoying. You're just eating chips. How's the sound for you, Jane? Is it clear or are you getting an echo? I don't want to go on there if you guys can get into that echo. Because that's gonna suck. You got to clear sound now. Chips are good. I had too many chips this week. Way too many. All right, everybody can hear me clear, or do you guys have an echo? If you guys have echoes, then I can go back in and come in and go back out again. Because YouTube is gonna be nice to me this Friday night. Last time I know there's one Friday night we had issues with it doing a ton. And if you guys can look at them here, I'm looking at the screen reading comments. We had a ton of echoing going on in here. Which I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that again tonight. Which would suck. Friday night, Arizona time, you guys. I will be back on midnight on Saturday and Sunday also. So all the midnight crew that comes on here at night, I'll definitely be back on here tonight. Not tonight, but Saturday night to chat. I'm talking to my kids. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes and then we'll start getting into some story time. We'll tell some fun stories tonight. What kind of chips are you eating, Jane? What are you eating tonight? I got to get Okay, I gotta get out every second. You gotta get out every second? What do you mean you gotta get out every second? What's that mean? You gotta go somewhere every second? I know you left that tea there. Oh, but did my other cup was the one that broke? Yeah. I need to get some more of those. Those are so cool. Hello, Miss No Edits. How are you? How's your day going? How's your day? How are the kids? Man, that looks so cute with the little twirly with the milk. It looks cute. Frito Lay's. I don't know if I saw. I think that I think they say called Frito Lay's. I think you spelled it right. I think you did it good. Welcome to Slow Family Chat, y'all. Welcome. I feel like I got a long delay. It was a good day. You're good. And you're tired. But did you go to bed? And I know you were deciding. You guys, Miss No Edit Family is a YouTuber as well. She does have a YouTube channel. She is a single mom raising 3 kids. If you guys want to check out her channel and show her some love and support as well. So we're gonna be a small crowd right here, but we're gonna jump into it. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope you guys had an amazing dinner, and welcome to Life with the Things today. All right, guys, let's have a story time. I think I told y'all the story, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Did I tell y'all the story the time I kept getting weird packages left at my door when I lived in an apartment? Hi, Mitch. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to chat. How's your day going? What you had for dinner? All right, guys. So I used to live in an apartment back in Kentucky. And when I lived in this apartment, I would open my door and there would always be random boxes of like off-brand food that was expired. And I'm not for sure who was sending it to me, but I kind of have a little idea who it was. But it was just weird. So basically, I had a food stalker. So I guess the person saw that I had a lot of children, and where I lived in the apartment, and they just kept donating their food items that I'm assuming that they didn't want to eat themselves to my door. So in the morning times when I would wake up, there would be a box of food left at my door. And the first time it was like, okay, somebody's thinking about me. I was like, okay, this is kind of cute, right? Look in the box. I'm like, some of this stuff expires, so you're obviously cleaning out your cabinets. It's like that girl down the street got a lot of kids. And then I got some more food here and there. I want to say he, I think it was a guy. He kept dropping me off some food and said, hi, I just want to tell you that the auto isn't good. It's still not good, Ruthia. So my brother was doing a video, but he hit me in the internet. How many people can't hear me? You guys can't hear me? Hold on. It's going to echo. Hey, Abraham. Can you tell Rachel to click on my live and see if she can hear my audio good? Yes, but it's like an echo. Still? All right, let me try again. I don't know why you guys are getting echo. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go out and come back in. All right. Do we still have an echo? Are we still echoing? Can you click on my live and see how bad the echo is? Why my daughter upstairs said she told me she didn't even follow me? How you didn't follow me? I subscribed to your channel. she's like, I don't think I'm even following you. Welcome back. Midge, you had a good day. What did you have for dinner? What did you have? All right. No echo. You can hear me this time now? Okay, thank you. All right. So, random packages kept coming to my door, right? And I'm just like, who the hell keeps leaving me expired food? Like, this stuff is like name brand stuff. Like, I figured this person thought I was a charity case. So, the last straw was, you guys, the person gave me a dirty, nasty looking. You guys remember like back in the days? This is probably the old mamas out there. That there was like a diaper pal that you would put your dirty baby diapers in. and it would like seal it off for you. So I woke up in the morning, opened my front door, and that was left at my door, and another box of food, y'all. Once again, somebody left me their expired food in a box on their charity case. So, so you guys, okay, here's my daughter, Black Cat. She's right there, you guys. That is my daughter. She said, "Oh yeah, it is echoing. It's still echoing. What? How can I fix the echo? Hold on, I'm gonna pin her a message. That's my daughter, you guys. How can I fix the echo? Now she's saying, "Oh yeah, it is." Hold on. I can't even tell y'all the story because I'm echoing. Is it bad, Risha? Well, I did. I refreshed like twice. All right, can he give me his AirPods? All right, guys, we're gonna try something else. We're gonna see if I can connect to some AirPods and see if we can fix the issue. Do you think it's my do I need to turn off my Bluetooth? Hold on. Let me turn off my Bluetooth. All right, guys, I'm gonna go in one more time. I think it might be my Bluetooth. You didn't subscribe to my channel. How can you? My own daughter told me I'm not subscribed to your channel. How you didn't subscribe? It was my Bluetooth, you guys. Sorry. All right, Miss Black Cat is my daughter. You guys can see her channel right there. She likes to talk about her mama and her car and everything. All right, let me go back. Back. Is it working now? Is it working now? Welcome to the live. Okay. Hi, Jeff. How are you? You did follow. Okay, my daughter said she did follow. Thank you for following, Miss Black Cat. Don't follow your own mama. I found out last Friday. Oh, you have gallstones. Hi, Joe. How are you? All right. So, you guys, I pinned Miss Black Cat up there. That is my daughter. So, if you guys want to follow her channel. But anyways, back to the story, y'all. Hi, Jeff. What you have for dinner? I'm talking about these random boxes of food I was getting at my door. Where's Joe? My bestie's upstairs. He's upset. Jane, I gotta get him down here. He's having a temper tantrum. He's throwing the 5-year-old tantrum right now. All right, you guys. So I never found out who exactly was giving me this boxes of food, right? So the last straw was I opened my door, coming out my apartment, and there's this nasty, when I mean nasty, this is like dirty, y'all. Like dirty diaper, recycle pal, whatever they call it. And I'm just like, I had enough. Like, I had enough of it. So I told my daughter, I was like, take that to the trash can, because we live in an apartment. So I was like, take it to the trash can and place it right in front of the trash can. Don't throw it inside of it. Because you know how you got the big dumpster trucks, not dumpster trucks, the big dumpsters that hold a lot of trash at a lot of apartments do, and you just kind of go in there and everybody throws their trash in there, unless you bougie and they come pick up your trash for you. I lived in one of those before too. But anyways, so I left it out in the front so they could see it, whoever kept giving me their expired food, and finally they stopped. I never found out who this person was, but I kind of think I knew, but I wasn't for sure. So somebody in the apartment was like, dang, that lady got, I think I had 7 kids at the time, 7 kids. Let's clean out our pantry. And every time we clean our pantry out, let's give her all our expired food. So that was done, y'all. I was over. I was like, dude, like, why are you giving me all your food? I don't go to Walmart buy expired food. But that stopped. You need to let him swim. I do. You had Chinese for dinner? Oh, that sounds so good. What did you have for Chinese? Chinese is like one of my favorite. Like, one of my favorite. This is what I'm having right now. I don't think my profile picture is good. Well, I like your profile picture. I think it's cute, Jane. Hi, Jane Money. How are you? Welcome to chat. Hey, Hassan. Hassan, I'm glad you finally found me on Facebook. I was like, wait a minute, Hassan's finally here on Facebook. Let's say C4, yes, Mitch, I'm ready. I'm hyped up. I'm gonna tell you all my crazy stories. So you like, I did like your song. I got to listen to it, and it was really pretty. And I was like, I'm not a country fan, but I liked her song. Yes. Here we go. C4. So we got and we're doing story time. So I'm doing story time today, you guys. And if you guys got some stories, please drop it. I'm gonna tell you my crazy life stories. C4 is crazy. Yes. C4 is crazy. White rice, shrimp, and broccoli. Oh man, I would love to have some of those shrimps. That sounds good. My children slammed my cup on the floor. Why, Jane? Get the Red Bull. Red Bull doesn't have enough caffeine. Like, I need the caffeine. Like, how y'all doing stuff without caffeine? Hi, Daniel. How are you? Welcome to chat. How y'all doing stuff without caffeine? Like, legit. Okay, you guys, so who do you guys think that was? Do you guys think it was like a weirdo guy that was giving me food? Or maybe a little old lady in my neighborhood? Like, for real, y'all. I was like, who does that? Who goes to people's house and just drops food at their door? Like, dude, like that's, like, why you at my door? Looking pretty today. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Put them in timeout. Yes, low key. He had to be a stalker. I'm telling you, Midge. He kept, and I was like, and I got tired of it. And I put the stuff by the trash and he stops. I was like, dude. I was like, you can't be doing that. What's wrong with you? I'll tell y'all another funny story, right? Y'all listen to this story. Okay. White people, what he said, white people. White people. So I had, y'all, and my neighbor, I had a white neighbor downstairs. I don't live there no more. This is Kentucky. So I had my white neighbor that lived downstairs. I was cool with him. He had this big old giant Great Dane dog. Y'all, right? Do you have a stalker? I'm going to give y'all a stalker story, right? I'm going to give y'all a stalker story. So this is the older dude. Like, he was probably, I'm going to guess he's probably like 10 years older than me, right? And so dude was like, he would always be flirting and stuff, but, you know, I'm married, so I ain't trying to see all that. But anyways, my neighbor upstairs, right? He was above me, and his dog came on my patio, y'all, right? And his dog, like, peed. So I'm, like, seeing, like, this stuff coming down from my patio, and I'm like, what the heck, right? And this is my neighbor's dog, and my neighbor's dog is peeing, right? And so I go upstairs. I was like, hey, dude, like, your dog is, like, peeing all over my patio, right? And so he comes and he washes down the pee and stuff, right? And then my neighbor downstairs, the old guy that always want to flirt with somebody, he was like, mean mugging the guy, right? Just giving this guy, like, attitude. Like, why is he over your house? What happened? Like, dude, like, first of all, you're not my husband. You don't live here. Why are you worried about the neighbor coming into my apartment washing out his dog pee? I had stalkers when I used to live in an apartment. When I tell you apartment living can be creepy, it's creepy. Let's see here. He was marking his territory. He was. Peed, y'all. Midge said, what the heck? Peed. Peed. Yeah, he mugging the guy. My neighbor downstairs was mean mugging the guy, too. Mean mugging the neighbor upstairs because the neighbor upstairs had to come into my apartment to wash out the dog pee. And he was trying to busy holler at somebody, and I wasn't paying no mind. And he tried to figure out how he got in my apartment. Welcome to apartment live, y'all. Man, apartment living is like. Do y'all remember like them soap opera old shows that went on for years? That's apartment living. Apartment living is insane. You see the most craziest stuff when you live in an apartment. Yes, having a husband is just an obstacle. My daughter, remember Ray. You remember Ray, Danielle. He's ready to die for real. My mom lived in an apartment. It was creepy. Jay, let me tell you. So all right, y'all, you listen to this, y'all, it gets better, right? So my neighbor downstairs, her husband was Army, right? He was in the Army, right? And then my neighbor across from me, it was like you had, the apartment was set up where let's say you had 3 stories, but 3 stories on this side, 3 stories on that side, but you shared a hallway. So everybody shared a hallway, but you had 3 on this side stacked up, 3 on that side stacked up, and then you had some in the back. So there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna count here. Hold on, you guys. There's 12 apartments. 12 apartments total. So listen to the story, y'all. My friend lived in an apartment. We got deed with them, so it's always tense. It is. You got to be nice to your neighbor. So y'all listen to this. So my friend downstairs, her husband was Army, right? And then the neighbor across me, so I could open my door, and my neighbor's apartment was right there. Like, so I'm opening the door and I'm looking at you, right? And it was another couple, like a guy and a lady, but the lady was going to like nursing school, right? So the lady downstairs, she was married to a guy in the military, the Army. And the lady upstairs, she was dating a guy, and they were living together, but she was always going to school, to nursing school, right? So I would come out my apartment in the morning, right? And I would see the lady downstairs who was married to the Army guy coming out the lady across the apartment when I knew she was at school. And I was scratching my head like, why is she coming out? Why is she coming out that apartment when she's at school and her boyfriend's there and her husband at work? Y'all already know what was going on. So I find out that she was cheating on her husband with the guy upstairs, right? It gets worse. Y'all, it gets worse. It gets worse. So then after that, her husband found out that they were cheating. Like the lady that was upstairs with the neighbor, her husband found out that she was cheating with the upstairs neighbor. So the upstairs neighbor found out that her boyfriend was cheating with the downstairs neighbor. Do y'all know at the end of the day, everybody got together with each other? I kid you not, you guys. I kid you not. After they found out, so the guy downstairs ends up hooking up with the girl upstairs because he was mad that his wife was hooked up with her boyfriend. And then the girl upstairs hooked up with the guy downstairs because she was mad that her boyfriend hooked up with the girl downstairs. True story, because they was on my Facebook friend list. Daniel said, oh, heck no. Living in an apartment, you guys, is crazy. And you be looking at people like, and I'm looking out like, why the heck she coming out? Yes, Jane Ghetto. I was like, why is she coming out that apartment? And I knew old girl was in school, nursing school. I was like, but I ain't say nothing. I just mind my own business. But I was friends with her on Facebook. And then I saw the profile picture switch to the guy. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, great. I'm glad I don't live in an apartment. Your mama's on C4 Black Cat. Your mama's on C4 Jeff. I don't know if Black Cat's still on her, Jeff. Hi, Michael. No way. Yes. At least it kept it in the same building. Just say they're crazy, Jeff. I was like, oh my God. I never in my life, y'all, I've never seen nothing like that before. And they just bold for it. I'm like, oh, hell no. No. Hi, Sherry. And my thing was like this. How are you doing, Sherry? My thing was like this. When I saw her come out that apartment, and I kind of looked at her, and I was like, why is she with old girl's boyfriend and old girl at school studying? But I'm not going to say, I'm not going to get in people's business. But I was like, dang, what kind of apartment I live in? Y'all crazy over here. Let me go back in my apartment and watch Sesame Street or something, because y'all crazy. Welcome to apartment living, you guys. Apartment people are crazy. C4B popping. Yes. Hello, Vendora. I was like, Daniel said, I was like, dang. I'm telling y'all, hi, Savannah. How are you? People in the apartment be crazy. And don't have a neighbor mad at you, you guys. They really do some hateful stuff. That's wild. Steven, it is. Oh, man, J Money said I'm dead. J Money, I've seen it all. I'm like, I'm like, these people are crazy. So I am glad I don't live in an apartment no more, because you get some crazy neighbors, you just got to shake your head. Oh, that ain't none. So the story of the day, get an apartment if you want an exciting life. Yes, if you want an exciting life and see your crazy neighbors, get an apartment, y'all. Welcome to the creepy apartment. Yes. No, y'all, here's the thing about it. The apartment complex that I lived in, you guys, when I tell you it was insanity, it was insanity. Like the one lady that I knew, she had it caught on her Ring camera. The guy that kept stalking her. Dude kept stalking her, and he would be at her freaking door. to the point where she had to pull out her little pew-pew where she was sick and tired of the guy. He would be constantly in her apartment. Apartment living can be scary, y'all. 5 nights at creepy apartment. Yes, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all. It was like, I remember I was in my apartment, you guys. It was, and y'all know I'm a mom, I got a lot of kids. It was like 2 or I'm gonna say 2-ish in the a.m. in the morning. I get a knock on the door, okay? I'm not opening my door at 2 o'clock in the morning. I peek through the peek hole and I see a guy out there. I don't know who this guy is, right? Oh, I got more story about apartment. So I told him, I was like, you have the wrong house. And he's like, oh, I'm just looking for such and such. I was like, you got the wrong house. So he turns around and pretends like he knocks on my neighbor's door and then walks off. Oh, hell no. Don't open y'all door for these people. Don't open y'all door for these people. These people crazy. You like story time, Daniel? Okay, so let me tell you, I got another one for y'all. It's crazy you're talking about this because 2 nights ago, my neighbors started calling out names. So over, sharing apartment people be crazy. And if you get a psycho one that you piss off and they're mad at you and they don't care, it's like hell. It's like hell on earth living next to a psycho person. So do you think a house is better than having an apartment? I think a house is better, Stephen. A house is better. You got more privacy, okay? Because I live in like a townhouse. I'm upstairs and downstairs. I don't have to worry about the neighbors complaining that my kids are running up and down. I got my own garage. I got my own front area. I'm not disturbing anybody. Shots fired. Oh my God, yes. Me and my mom live in an apartment. It was crazy. They have got, man, they moved in last time. Yep. Big Beer, hi, how are you? I had a guy one morning outside my door sleeping outside. Are you serious? He slept for like a day. That's crazy, Daniel. Y'all, but listen to this. So remember I told you the army guy? Remember the army guy and his wife? You know, the one that was cheating? So, dude, okay, so army guy had a brother. Y'all, army guy had a brother. And this is before the whole stuff was going on with the guy upstairs. So one night, y'all, they were partying. When I mean partying. Dude, army guy brother was so drunk. When I mean drunk, y'all, he was drunk. He knocks on my door, okay? I peek through the peek hole. I know who it is, of course. I open my door. And he was like trying to walk into my apartment. I was like, dude, you don't live here. He's like, yes, I do. I live right here. I said, you don't live here. He's like, yeah, I do. I was like, dude, you're drunk. You're drunk. So I'm walking this drunk man downstairs and taking him back to the house he actually lives at. And I'm knocking on the door like, come get your brother. Come get your drunk brother. The next day he apologized. He came back to my apartment door. The next day he apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry. I was really drunk. I was like, yeah, you were drunk. I said, I kept telling you didn't live here. And you kept telling me you did. And then I had to take your drunk behind downstairs and take you to your own apartment. Apartment living. Jade is laughing. Story time with C4. Yes, Jeff. Then why did he have to pay child support? Oh my God. People who are drunk are crazy. Exactly. I was about to get an apartment from a loan, but after hearing the story, hell no. Steven, apartment, nope. If you guys can avoid apartments, avoid them. Avoid them. When I lived in an apartment, before I moved over here to Arizona, I had a neighbor call the leasing office and complain. He said I was closing my door too loud. Closing my door too loud, you guys. Dude, here's the thing. He was complaining I was closing my door too loud, but you over there fighting with your girlfriend and the police are showing up to your apartment and you're worried about my door closing loud. Y'all, get a house if you're gonna live anywhere. Get a house. But I did close it extra loud after that complaint. I was like, you want to see loud? We're gonna see loud. But don't go to an apartment. Get you a townhouse. Jeff Lee, how is your day going? Steven said he is not doing. No, I would never want to do an apartment again, ever again. Not with them crazy neighbors. I had a neighbor that was pissed off at me, left a bag of dog poop in front of my door. Dog poop. And so I went and I put the dog poop right back in front of her door. And called the leasing office and told him. I was like, I know it was you. I know, girl, I know it was you. Thanks for the advice. You are so welcome. Because if you get the neighbor, if you live in an apartment and you get the neighbor from hell itself, that's like torture until your lease is over. So do not do it, you guys. See, you're laughing. Yeah, I've seen it all, Stephen. I've seen it all. You'll hear people fighting, banging on stuff, police coming over. Apartment living can be crazy. Crazy. So I love the townhouse that I live in right now. You guys can, and I know everyone can't do a townhouse or rent a house, but if you want more peace, you definitely want to do a townhouse or try to get your own place. Try to do that. All right, you guys. She's getting the boost of energy. I am. Tell me what kind of story you guys want to hear, and I'll see if I have one. Because y'all know I've been on this earth for a long time, so I got a lot of stories for you. Hi, Austin. How are you doing tonight? How's your night going? It's always fun for me and how to start on you for no reason, but somehow they think it's your fault. It's like, what? I'm confused. How is it your fault when you're always calling out names and starting? How they starting you for the neighbors? The neighbors, Sherry? You're doing good, Austin? I'm glad you're doing good. What you have to eat today? Sherry, what did you have? And Jeff, you guys didn't answer the question today. What did you guys have to eat today? Man, because I had, Sherry, yeah, the neighbor, Sherry, they complained about me. So I get a note on my door, right? And they're like, you got a complaint. You're closing your door too loud, right? And I knew that little heifer was home. I knew and I was pissed off because like, dude, your girlfriend called the cops on you. Y'all was duking it out. You didn't see me calling the cops on you when y'all fighting and arguing. So I knew he was home, right? So I make sure I slammed the door 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, I slammed that door on purpose. I was like, you want to hear the door slam? Sir, you're complaining about my door slamming when you up here arguing all night long. Hot dogs and chips. Okay. You know what I had? I had chicken and potatoes today. That's what we did. So did you guys have what's your worst neighbor if you lived in an apartment? What's the worst neighbor that you ever had? Say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I'm about to have chicken and mashed potatoes. That sounds so good. Jeff, I did. I was eating petty that day. I was like, look here. Not today. Not today. I'm about to order a Burger King Whopper. Ooh, that sounds good. I love Whoppers. Whoppers are really good. The worst neighbor is the one across from me. Oh, Sherry. I hear that. It's hard. And you want to move, when you have those bad neighbors, you don't want to be there. They make living there miserable, especially if you got an awful neighbor. Like I had a neighbor that was constantly allowing her dog to because we lived first we lived on the 2nd floor, then we ended up moving to a patio, and she would constantly have her dog pooping right there, to the point that one of my sons, when they were really tiny, picked it up. So there I'm running, taking poop out of a 1-year-old's hand, and then I gotta go wash it. So apartment living, oh my God, y'all. An apartment, I'm doing weed and it stunk like skunk. Yes. Oh, Jeff, that was my biggest pet peeve. Is when the neighbors would be constantly doing that, be sitting there smoking that stuff, and it'd be all up in my apartment too. I'm like, excuse me. Hello, can you take that outside? That was my biggest pet peeve, is when they would do that. And then it would be all up in the freaking apartments. Oh man. I'll tell you guys what, the worst, Jeff, so the apartment that I lived at, we had a management company came and took over. So the apartment sold, this is a huge apartment complex. So they ended up selling to some new owners that lived in New York, right? And the new management company took over. Well, sober living, do you guys know what sober living is? Anybody know what sober living is? He didn't last long. See, I hear that. Jeff was like, excuse me. Jeff, I can see you on the phone. You was like, excuse me, my neighbor over there across the street has a warrant.
I had a neighbor who always would be making a lot of noises every single Sunday, fixing something in the house. Dang, Steven, they were like Sundays a day to fix everything. Of course, Steven. Steven was like, every Sunday I gotta go put earplugs in. But you guys, I had the worst, I'll say the worst experience was we had sober living next to us, which I have no problem if you're trying to get clean, you're trying to get your life together. But the problem was they were not doing background checks. There's no background checks. So here's my little apartment, and right next door there was a sober living, and across there was a sober living, and there was constantly guys coming in and out of this place. And then the cops were there because I worked at the leasing office. So the cops came over and they told them, they said, if we come down here again and there is somebody living in a sober living house that has warrants out, you know, for the rest, that they're going to have to shut it down. So they were not doing background check on the sober living people that came in there. That was crazy. It was crazy. I was done living where I was living. Apartment life be just straight crazy. And you would see the neighbors out there fighting with each other. That would be crazy too. Yeah, no C4. I got my C4. So we seen it all, you guys. We seen it all living in apartments. Craziest part is when the neighbors start fighting outside. When you got one neighbor fighting with the other one and they outside duking it out. Some people don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Some people don't, Steven. And I like my peace and quiet. I love my peace and quiet. She did no more C4. I'm going to try to stay away from him. But okay, so I'll tell you, I've never gotten to a fight with a neighbor, like a physical fight. I mean, I've gotten to arguments. I mean, I've told my neighbors off a couple times in an apartment. But I was at a pool. So I was at the pool, you guys. I'm at this pool. Guy comes in here. He sits in the chair right across from me. Dude is drunk, right? And this is my daughter. She's probably not in here anymore, Black Cat, but she was younger then. I think she was probably, I want to say she was 17. She's 21 now, so she was 17 back there. Oh, y'all, and her birthday is today. Well, technically, she's a leap year baby. So Miss Black Cat just turned 21, y'all. My daughter turned 21 today. But anyway, she was, my daughter was sitting there, and this drunk guy comes in the pool room, right? So I'm having a conversation with him. And then he looks at my daughter. He was like, so how old is she? I looked at him. I was like, dude, she's only 17. And that's inappropriate, you know? And he said, I guess I pissed him off. And he's like, I don't want to have to slap somebody in here. And me and him exchanged words. And I told him, I said, I'm not the one. I am not the one. I will pick your behind up and throw you in this pool. Dude pissed so many people off that night in that pool room that we probably had 20 neighbors outside wanting to whip his behind. That's how crazy drunk he was. So apartment living is definitely a challenge. I ran out of block 2 times. Jeff said, happy birthday, Black Cat. Thank you, Jeff. Happy birthday to your daughter. Yes, it was, Midge. Yes, it was. And he literally said, the guy literally said, I don't want to have to slap someone. Dude, you would have been on the floor because you don't know who you talking to. My kids know me. They're like, Mom about to pick this little dude up and throw him in the pool. You messing with the wrong person. You don't want to slap who? He ended up, and he was so drunk that he was talking all this stuff to other neighbors too that were in the pool room, and they got onto him. The last time I saw him, there was a group of people out there trying to whip his behind. As the fire was in Cleveland Heights. Hi, Connor. Absolutely. Yes, it was, Steven. 17. She was 17 at the time. And I was like, no, I'm going to hold my own. You about to be in this pool, sir. It's not going to be cute. It's crazy. So that is the joy of living in apartments, you guys. Definitely. Then we can talk about the bugs in apartments. Next. Thank you for the happy birthday to my daughter. I don't know if she's in there. Hold on, let me see. Abraham, tell Rachel that they said happy birthday to her in chat. See, I'm gonna tell her for you guys. She's probably playing video games. That's what she does. She's a gamer. She's sort of like that girl. She be gaming. It's good to always have a mom that will have your back. Yeah, Sherry. I'm always like that. I'll fight for my kids. I'm a mama bear. You mess with my kids, you're gonna be messing with me. And my kids know me. They're like, Mama not afraid to throw hands. She won't go out here fighting. You messing with my kids, you're coming after me. I'm gonna be coming after you, full force. Gonna be a storm coming. So, dude was like he was out of line. He was extremely drunk. He was in the pool room, and come to find out, he didn't even live there. He was visiting a friend. So his behind should have been one of his friend's apartment instead of be at the pool room. So, the joys of living in apartments. Have you guys, any of you guys, I'm going to be on can number 2, Jeff and J Money on my C4. Have any of you guys dealt with the dreaded bugs in apartments? Have any of you guys had the bugs? Because Lord have mercy. That's another thing I don't like about apartments is when you got bugs. You did kickboxing for 10 years before you had your stroke. Oh my gosh. I like that you were doing kickboxing. I'm sorry to hear about your stroke though. But I like the fact that you were able to do kickboxing. That is a sport that I've always wanted to take. Like the boxing the amateur boxing that I learned was from my dad. My dad was in the Marine Corps. My dad taught all of us how to defend ourselves. So we were pretty good at defending ourselves. Pretty darn good. It was hard. That is hard. Are you doing much better now? Have you recovered fully from your stroke? I hope you recovered fully. Yeah, so you're boxing. Daniel, if you would have known me back in the days, I was known as the girl that fights like a dude. That was my name. Here's the funny thing, you guys. I weighed, in my 20s, you guys, in my 20s, I weighed probably like 110 pounds. But I was really fast with my hands because my dad trained us that way. My dad was in the Marine Corps. They're Panamanian, so we were always taught you never run away from a fight. Like we were always taught to defend ourselves. And so my dad would put us to box it out, right? Like if me and my sibling were arguing back and forth, like my younger brother, my dad would put us in the backyard like, okay, box it out. That's how we resolved issues in the family. So everybody knew me as the girl not to mess with. They didn't mess with me. No, they didn't. They were like, that girl fights like a dude. I was like, my dad taught me. Thank you. Oh man, I'm a little guy, but I hold my own. Yeah, Jeff, I was like 110 pounds at 20 something years old. So definitely know that. All right, you guys, story time. Let's talk about it. Cucarachas. Now, if you live in an apartment and you got some dirty neighbors, you're going to have some visitors, y'all. So we had issues when we moved in this apartment, y'all, with roaches. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. It was horrible. And come to find out, it was my neighbor next door had an infestation that was out of control. Damn, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with you, Daniel said. The story time. Man, I'll tell you. Okay, so I know I was talking about roaches. My type of personality was this when I was younger because I was really tiny. So I would get picked on because people would look at me and size me up and they were like, oh, she's tiny, so I can just mess with her. But when they would push my button or put their hands on me, they was knocked out. I was never a pushover, ever. I even remember being in school. And I think I told y'all the story about being in school, being in welding class, and spinning my gum around and actually getting into this girl's hair. And her friend was big, y'all. She's a big girl. She was like, "Why'd you put gum in my friend's hair?" And I'm telling her, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm super sorry." All I remember is that she pushed me, and the teacher had to literally take me off of her. Don't look at people's size and think they can't defend themselves. Leave people alone. The quiet ones are the ones you want to leave alone. When they quiet and they're kind, leave them alone. You coming on tonight or tomorrow? Tomorrow, Jeff, at midnight. I'll be back tomorrow at midnight. I will definitely be on here. Are you going to go tonight, Jeff? Are you going to be here tomorrow? Who's going to be here for midnight chat? Because midnight chat, everything going at midnight chat. We're going to be talking about everything under the sun. Are you guys going to be back for midnight chat? He said, oh, voice C4. I'm here for, Daniel said, I'm here forever. Welcome to chat forever, Daniel. I appreciate you being here forever. Yeah, C4 is going to be popping tomorrow night. Because tomorrow I'll do two. I'll come on earlier, and then I'll come back on at midnight. And y'all know I stay up late. And then, of course, Sunday, I think Sunday we'll just do a midnight chat. So we'll get on here and we'll chat it up. And then see how everyone is doing for that day. All right, guys. Tell me another story you guys want me to tell you. I talked about when I had the infestation for living with my dirty neighbors next door, y'all. Dirty as heck. How you got 1 million roaches and you don't call? You didn't call the people and tell them you got roaches. Anybody had neighbors like that? Who doesn't call and tells they got roaches? How do you live with roaches until they take over your whole apartment and they coming in my apartment? I was done with that place. Done. The worst experience was when I was working at home and a neighbor contacted the cable service to change his plan, and guess what? The dude cut. Oh my God, you're lying? For 2 weeks without the internet. Man. Oh yeah, we got double dose of C4. I got double dose of C4. Here's the thing, Steven. When the cable guy came and did mine, he hooked me up. He gave me some free channels. I ain't gonna lie. Cable guy gave me some free channels. Not here, but my old apartment. I had some free channels, Steven. I should have called him for you. He came and did mine. He's like, girl, I'm gonna hook you up. I said, thank you. Thank you, sir. Y'all remember back in the days when the cable guy could come and get you all them channels? I had a lot of channels. A lot. Until they had to come finally fix that stuff. Hey, how are you, Miss Betty Nicole? How are you? You guys, Miss Betty is a YouTuber as well. She does Christian content on here. She also does prayer on here. Welcome to live chat. It's so good to have you in here. Keep it on the down low. Just to keep it on the down low. I don't have it no more, but I did. Steven is laughing. Cable guy came to me. He did that. He said, I'm about to hook you up. I said, thank you, sir. You're so lucky. Yes. But do you guys remember when cable was like super expensive? Y'all remember when cable was like 150 bucks? It was like 150 bucks back in the days if you wanted all the channels. But nowadays, you guys, you don't even have to do that no more. Everybody's just streaming. You're doing either YouTube, you're doing, what's it called, Peacock channel, or you're doing Netflix. I don't do Netflix. I'm doing Disney, and I'm not doing Peacock. I think I'm doing Disney, and I just do YouTube. I had a satellite. Okay, it's so hard to move out from where I live because I don't have enough money to get my own place. It feels like I will be stuck here forever. It really brings me down. I'm gonna give you a story about that, Sherry. Comcast. I have satellite. Okay, I do Disney for the kids, or we're doing YouTube. I used to do Netflix, so I told them they had to pick between Netflix and Disney. So they picked Disney. So we went with Disney. So that is what we're doing. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, Sherry said this, and this is one of the things I was talking about living in an apartment, right? So when I lived in an apartment, not only did I live next to sober living, okay, I had infestation of roaches that kept happening. They would spray and treat. And then we had people being unalived. Okay, I used to work there. So I remember going to the pool. I was working in the pool room. And I came out of the pool room, and I was in Kentucky. So in Kentucky, I'm coming out of the pool room, working on one of the pools. I had to get it up and running, the outdoor pool. We had 2 pools there. I come out of the pool room. I see cops on horses. All right, we're Kentucky, so we country over there. Cops could be on the horses because they got to go all up in the forest. Because where we live, the apartment's set on a big forest, which had a park. So the cop is coming out, you guys, on horses. You got police cars lined up everywhere. And I go into the office, right? And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, there was a kid that was unalived in the apartments. It ended up being a drug deal that went bad. And sadly, that kid lost his life. And the police officers were looking for the person that committed the crime, okay, in Kentucky. So here I am working on the pool room. None of my bosses or employees thought to call me and say, hey girl, you're out by the pool. There's somebody on the loose that literally unalived somebody and you're out there. You might want to lock the door while you're working in the pump room of the pool system. I was like, none of y'all called me. I'm coming out and I'm seeing horses and police cars everywhere. Nobody told me this. This is part of living in the apartments where I live. So Sherry, we had people. We lived next to sober living. We had roaches infestation. We had people being unalive. We had drug issues going on there. And I got tired of it. I was like, I had enough of this. And so what I ended up doing was I took my income tax returns, and I was like, this is how much my husband gets paid. This is how much the tax was. And I was like, if I put such and such amount down, then this will offset any additional costs that we can afford to move somewhere else. So sometimes if you get a good tax returns, you can take that money and put it towards an apartment. So say our new apartment, we were paying $1,200 a month. The new apartment base rent was $1,400 plus dog fees and water fee. It came up to over $2,000 a month, right? So I took that tax return and I was like, okay, this will cover such amount of the rent and you can still pay, let's say maybe $300 extra where we could afford to live there. So if you get tax return, you get any money into your hand, use that money to move to a better place. You know what my husband told me? He was like, no. He's like, we can't afford to move. We're going to stay here with the roaches. I said, heck no. I said, I'm not doing it. He's like, let's just get a car and you can take the kids around and you could just not be home a lot. I was like, no, we're moving. I was like, I'm not doing this. He said, no, people getting shot, roaches. So you want me to stay and live with roaches? No. Y'all, let me tell you how bad these roaches were. I was taking a shower and the roach came out of the shower head. You know how the shower head's attached to the wall? The roach came out. The roach came out while I was taking a shower. Who wants to see that? I was done. So I took the tax return and I moved to a bougie upscale apartment. I left. So sometimes if you got, Steven said, heck no. Hi, Cowboy, how are you? Hi, Ashley. So if you guys have extra money and you don't want to live in these places no more, I had to trust God too. I had to trust God by faith. You take that extra money, you move. Instead of the tax return, to spending it on the splurging on stuff and doing things or buying more clothes and things that you probably don't need, take it and move yourself to a better environment. I moved out to the countryside in Kentucky. It was bougie, y'all. When I tell you bougie, when the apartment people had events, they busted out wine. Wine. My old apartment, when we had events, they went to Walmart, got you Walmart soda, and you got Little Caesar pizza. This new apartment, they were giving out wine. We had Starbucks coffee machine. That's the difference. That's the difference. I had enough. And we made it. Thank God we made it. If you can't handle roaches, girl, don't come to Florida certain times of the year, be crawling around. We got them outside, but they're outside here in Arizona, but they're not in my place. Like I can sleep at night, not worried about a roach crawling on my head or going in my ear. Daniel said you lying. Daniel, I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. It was crazy. Hi, Sheriff. How are you? So I moved. My husband was like, Y'all, my husband told me to stay with the roaches. He was worried about affording to live somewhere better. I was like, I'm gonna take this tax return and we're gonna put it on it rent. We're moving. And I remember a friend telling me, because she used to work there as a leasing agent, but she wasn't working there anymore. I was like, hey, how are these apartments? And her first thing was like, they're very expensive. I don't care how much they cost. That's better than living with a place where you're dealing with roaches, you're dealing with people being unalive, you're dealing with drug deals. Move. And now that then from there, from Kentucky, I moved all the way to Arizona, and my base rent over here for a townhouse with 2 garage, a pool, a hot tub is 23. Altogether, my rent is $2,300 a month. You're not going to know what you can afford if you don't start moving that money around and making it work to have a better life and a better living. Oh my gosh, I don't, Sheriff. Hi, Skeeter. How are you? I can't even skip cleaning every week. Sand flea. You saw sand flea? Oh, roaches. Yes, roaches. They're hard, and they're hard to get rid of them roaches, y'all. And she bougie. I'm bougie now. I am. I cannot do that lifestyle anymore. What time is it there? It is 7:02. Hello, little. How are you? Welcome. Hi, I've been super busy with school. Oh, Cowboy, missed you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome back to chat. Look, I'm about to say, couldn't forget his name. Joel, Jeff said hi to you. I'm a celebrity every live stream I go to. Are you, Skater? Welcome, Skater. We love to see Bougie. Now, I love it. I love it. I would not trade it for the world. And here's the thing. I'll tell you guys what. I felt like if I didn't move out of that place and I would have stayed there, I would have never did more with my life. If I would have stayed in the mindset of I can't afford something nicer, or you know what, this is not what God has for my life. I'm gonna stay living in this because rent is cheaper, and I'm not gonna try to, push myself to do better. I would have never did more in my life. When I moved to that bougie apartment, you guys, I actually was able to go to Maui, Hawaii for 8 days. My life just kept getting better and better and better because I decided to get out the comfort zone and try something new. I would be scared to even go to sleep, always thinking they're going to be one crawling. Like, yes, I went from bougie to Hawaii. I went from roaches to drug deals going down to Hawaii. Y'all, I would have been still sitting in that apartment. I wouldn't even be in Arizona if I would have sat there and didn't move. Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith. I'm kind of like now I have a lot to save up, but I'm kind of have a bad car, but I'm just stacking instead. Yes, Daniel, but I like that. You have a goal, you have a goal. But here's the thing, Daniel. This is the one thing I'll say. And this is the one thing there was another push for me to leave. Your far back mod is here. Can chat seems chill. It is chill. Welcome back, Cowboy. I sat long, always. How do I say this? So there is things in life that you got to save up for, right? There's things that you need to save for. There's things that you need to prepare for. But I sat so long trying to save up and prepare for things, and then something will happen where a job was lost or the income fell apart, and it was just like, you know what? Either I'm going to trust God and move somewhere nice and trust that He's going to take care of us, or I'm going to sit and keep trying to prepare to get to this place, and it's never going to happen. And I learned when I started moving, that's when things started happening in my life. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when you go from roaches and thinking that you could, and seeing people go to Hawaii and seeing people laying on a beach and seeing people doing things with their life, and you thought that you could never, ever do because I was so broke mentally, like that's not my life. It's never going to happen to me. It is a huge difference stepping out in faith. A huge difference. Okay, I was homeless in a homeless shelter in Kansas. I had to get out of there with every problem. I had to get out there and move. Yeah, Jeff, see, I like that. You made a difference, Jeff. You left that homeless shelter. You made a difference. And sometimes people don't realize you got to move. You got to move. Yeah, I'm saving up for the moving truck, my LLC moving business, me and my friend and family. Oh, Daniel, get that truck. Did you check Facebook Marketplace, Daniel, too? Check the marketplace because I bet you can find a moving truck on there. And if you can't, a lot of companies will do the lease. They'll lease you a truck. They will lease you a truck. I know Penske does. Overtime I woke up in the middle of the night and saw a huge roach. One time you woke up, oh my God, crawling the wall. I had to get my sis to help me. Them roaches be crazy. Arizona roaches be like this. And don't step on them suckers, he crunching. Don't step on no Arizona. Y'all, Arizona roaches, they nasty. They big like this. They outside though. Where they belong, they outside. I see you like you waited so long and opportunity. Yes, Danielle. And it was just broken promises. And it was like, wait till we get enough money, then we're going to move. Wait till we get enough money, then we're going to go on vacation. Wait till we get enough money, then we're going to do this. Wait till we get this. And something always happens. So sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith and you just got to do it. You got to do it. Yes, congratulations. I started with the crazy crackhead servo, so I think I did good. You did good, cowboy. Hi, cutie pie, apple pie, welcome back. You was a house manager. I like that. Jeff, you did really good. You got stories you can tell. Can you show us your son? He's saying hi to you. Yeah, you can take it. Yeah, you can take it. Yeah, I saw a 65,000, and yes, exactly, that's cool. You say that because your moving business called Berkey Moving Storage are going to lease my truck and give them a percentage. Well, see, I like it, Daniel. That's smart. And another thing, Daniel, check out investors. You can find people. Stop. Don't be rude. You can find people that will invest in your company. Check out Google search angel investors. Florida Cowboy says, "What's up?" Jeff said hi. You say hi to everybody.
Hi.
He is. Y'all know Joe be Jolin. Joe be Jolin. Say hi. That's it. He's so crazy. He's so crazy. All right, go over there. Thank you. Because you'll be over there. He was going to say hi. Then he going to harass you the rest of the way here. But that is why we moved out of those apartments, guys. Well, nobody's going to the pool. It's cold outside.
Well, can I fill it?
Go check and fill the cold. Open the front door and you'll see how cold it is. He will want to go to the pool all day. Just open it. Don't walk all the way out. Okay, he's in making some sort of noises. That's a new language, I guess. You want to see for two, buddy? He's not, Jeff. He is not. Yeah, I'm for sure. I'm going to get that when I get my business license, but it's basically the only thing holding me back. Get it, Danielle, and check out all those other things because I know Facebook Marketplace is a good place. Penske rents trucks that you can get as well, Joel. Because life, man, if you sit and wait for life to be perfect to make a move, you're never going to do it. You're never going to do it. I learned that the hard way. It didn't click until I was 40 years old that life was not waiting for me. I was trying to get everything perfect and ready to go, and then I'll go do this stuff. And then one day it's like, woke up, it's like, girl, how much longer are you going to live like this? I was like, let's go, let's start living. And that's what I did. And even when I came to Arizona, everybody thought I lost my mind. I was like, I'm going to go to Arizona. And they're like, you're going where? I said, I'm going to go to Arizona. I packed up my SUV, packed up my daughter's car, hitched that car, and I drove here with my kids to Arizona. I drove from Kentucky all the way to Arizona. And I was like, I want to see this world. I want a different life. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm for sure I'm going to go get that when I get my business license, but that's basically the only thing holding me back. If I had enough money for a pool, I'd be wanting to go in it. You would? The pool be nice over here. Exactly. You're 40. What? Jeff, you know I'm an OG. You know I'm old. Okay, I'm 21 right now, and I'm having to take care of my mom when I'm finally off both jobs, but I'm sitting here with the gym 4 times a week, but the business license is just I like that. And let me tell you guys, I'll give you guys another story example. All right, no, Joel. No, Joel. Because you can't be harassing me online. So I'll tell you another story about a difference a guy did. So the guy that I knew, his name was Carlos. So Carlos, if you're watching this, Carlos takes care of his mom and dad. And they're from Honduras. And he was working as a leasing agent as well down there where I was doing the lifeguarding there. And I know they were only paying him like $16 an hour. He got tired of that. And I told him, he's like, where is your husband working? I was like, dude, my husband's pulling fuel. He's making, when he was pulling fuel, he used to pull fuel, he was making over $2,000 a week. And I was like, he also worked for XPO, and XPO, if you guys know trucking company, XPO pays about around $1,600 a week. And dude went from making $16 an hour to owning his own BMW because he's single and making $1,600 a week. He decided to change. He decided to get something better for his life. So don't wait till everything's going to be perfect, or you're going to be waiting. If you have something in your mind that you want to do, you need to move. Move. You got to move. Number one, trust God and pray. Pray about it and then move. Jeff said, I'm older than you. What you doing in spring break? Spring break, I don't know. Probably be at the pool. Cowboy.
Can you go to the hole?
Yo, I'm so tired. I can sleep right now. Deletion, how are you, love? Welcome to chat. I'm 16. I've been through more than most people for living in Crestview, and I'm going back and forth from Ohio. That's a lot. That's a lot. I tell you, that's a lot. But man, I'll tell you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I was so tired of, Joel, you're not pulling my hand. I was so tired of broken promises. I was tired of the just sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. That's deep. Pray to God and then move. Yeah, pray to God and then move. That's the only way to do it. And I knew God was like, girl, get out of Kentucky. Get out. I was sitting in Kentucky because I was at my bougie apartment. Yes, the apartment was nice. Yes, it was really peaceful. But I knew you guys. I was like, after I went to Maui, Hawaii, I was like, man, I want my kids to see everything that I've seen in this world. I've been to Japan twice. Okinawa, Japan, the island off of Japan twice. My dad was military, so we moved a lot. And I was like, I'm not going to sit there and let this life just pass me by. So we left, and we're here in Arizona. I love Arizona. I love it. But my next goal, God willing, is Hawaii. My next goal is Hawaii. I want to live in Hawaii for at least a year. I already looked at plane ticket for my family and I all to fly to Hawaii right now. Right now, to fly to Hawaii. One-way ticket is $2,000 and I think it's $2,000, $2,300. Y'all, I'm already making plans. Your girl is not sitting. 40-something years old, I'm not sitting no more. I love watching you. I could watch you all day. I have to go to workout. I'll be back. Have a good workout, Danielle. Thank you for coming in. He is, Sherry. He's acting silly. Stop being silly. Joel. Joel is acting silly. Let's see here. Let's see here. Go spend time with your kid and stop. Yeah, you my first troll. Welcome back, troll. Welcome. Y'all give that troll a hand clap, Mr. Smith. Y'all, for real. I thought UT wasn't loving me no more because I wasn't getting no trolls. Like, where all the trolls went to? Jeff, you could Jeff, tell him. You being chatting here with me, there ain't no trolls rolling through here. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for being my first troll. Welcome to chat. We love trolls. We embrace you here. Hi, Leslie. How are you, love? She like talking like her talking. It's like Smith. Yes, cowboy. I love to talk. Joel, get from underneath my chair, Joel. You're not stuck. You're being silly. Thank you. And your shorts are inside out. Can you please fix your shorts?
No.
Steven is laughing. Y'all, I thought it was bad because Jeff could tell you, Jeff and Major was in here, and we be in here talking that midnight chat, and we don't get not one troll roll through here. Not one. I thought I scared them all off. We got our first one. Great. As soon as I'm back, the trolls come back. Cowboy, you took them with you. That's what happened. You took all the trolls with you. We ain't had none left.
Can I take your pillow?
Hi, Chris. How are you? Welcome back to chat. You missed story time. Yes, you can take the pillow, Joe. You missed story time, Chris. You guys, y'all gotta let me know whatever story else you guys want to hear. I have tons of story about my crazy life, and I will share them with you guys, and I hope you guys get a lot of laughs from them because I can sit back and look at my life and just laugh. We need the troll. I know, Steven, we need the trolls. They don't be rolling in here harassing me. My view counts be dropping. I need the trolls to come in and say hi. Just harass me a little bit. Come Come on, get the fuse up. Story time is why you looking so young. Oh, thank you, Chris. We do, Steven. They keep it interesting. Yeah, they do keep it interesting. They be coming here, popping in here, acting crazy. Y'all acting straight crazy. And then they all left me, and I was like, dang. I was like, why do you two get so slow? I don't even get a troll. None. Hi, Christopher. How are you? Like, for real. Exactly, Florida Cowboy. Like, I think Cowboy took him with him when he left, because we didn't see Cowboy in a minute. He was like gone. All right, so let's continue on with my story. So y'all, I moved to Arizona. I left Kentucky, guys. I moved straight to Arizona. All my family thought I lost my mind. They thought I was crazy. We were doing super good in Arizona. When I first got to Arizona, I was living the bougie life, right? So my husband was making like $20,000 a month. And then the man, y'all, lost his job. He lost his job, y'all. He lost his job. So when he lost his job, I had to do DoorDash, Instacart. So I was working really hard till he could find another job and we can get back on our feet. But here's the thing. In life, you're going to have the ups and downs. You're going to have crazy times. You're going to have good times. But you're just going to have to push through it. And the part with me, you guys, I felt like everybody was looking at me like, oh, so you went to Arizona and now your husband lost his job. Now you guys got to work super hard. Why'd you move? You should have stayed over here in Kentucky. Life was easier in Kentucky. Man, it was like I had to know for a fact that God told me to come to Arizona and this is the place I needed to be. Trust him that he was going to restore everything that was stolen from us. And he did. And the people that told me that I would be back in Kentucky, I wanted to prove them wrong. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I wanted to prove them wrong. I had people say, you will be back. You'll be back. Instead of cheering me on to come over here to Arizona, their words were, you will be back in Kentucky. And I like a good challenge. Welcome to the street, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Is it the Friday the 13th? Is it? No, it's not. What are we? Today's the 28th, right? And if you guys coming in here, Chris, it is my daughter's birthday. My daughter turned 21 today, you guys. I got a 21-year-old. My mama house is haunted. Why your mama house haunted? Oh, no, Leslie, Freddy Krueger. Good. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? What'd you have for dinner, love? What's for dinner, girl? My first and second houses. Dang. The second house looked up and Luke Conjure 2.0. I can't do that. I would have moved out. Whenever I move into my new place, I'll be praying over it. How in the hell you got 21-year-old daughter? My daughter is 21. I have butter noodles. How about you? Butter noodles sound good. I did butter noodles. Well, I did with shrimp. I did that like a week ago. You remember the people under the stairs? Oh, heck no, Midge. Midge, you know I love me some Mr. Ballin. Okay, y'all, listen to the story. Okay, listen to the story. Y'all know I'm a Christian, so I believe in like the crazy, I believe in the spirits and demons and stuff. I believe in that stuff, okay? And I'll rebuke it in the name of Jesus. But here's the thing. So my husband, y'all, right? Listen to this, y'all. So my husband, the lady he called mom, she passed away, right? So I knew this lady, and this lady, she had a little bit of anger issues, okay? I'm gonna tell you, she has some anger issues, you guys. So she got cremated, and so my husband brought home her ashes. Tell me why, when the ashes was in my house, that all sorts of crazy stuff was happening. It was like the worst nightmares. When I tell you guys, bad dreams, like horrible, bad dreams, you guys, like horrible. And then I was laying on the couch one day and I felt something like hit my leg. And I told him, I was like, heck no. I was like, mom got to go. I was like, your mama got to go. I was like, your mama. And he was like, okay. He's like, whatever you want to do, just go ahead and do it. I was like, no. I was like, dude, you may not believe it, but sometimes when people don't live their life right, spirits attach to that stuff. And the moment I took this lady's ashes and spread them out to the mountain, all that stuff stopped. So I was like, no, I don't play with that stuff. Don't be coming in my house disturbing my peace. Oh, heck no. Before we moved in, someone, oh, Leslie, I'll be praying. I skipped an apartment one time. I went to see an apartment one time when my husband and I were really young, and I was pregnant with my daughter. And the apartment I went to, somebody had passed away. And I was like, no. Hi, Ari, how are you? I said, no. I said, heck no. I said, next. Happy birthday. Thank you for my daughter. Did that cross thing with my finger front door. I know. You will see oil on my doors with the cross. No, I had to take her. Y'all, I took her. I took his mom, and she went to the mountains. I was like, no, ma'am. I said, I know what spirits came with you, but you got to get out of my place. My stepmom's house was staying in the great-grandma's room when she was, sorry to hear that. I know, Nicole. I was like, no, it was horrible. When I tell you guys the dreams was horrible, they were horrible. And even my kids in the house, they were like, I know my son was like, he felt like he had to run up the stairs. And I was like, no. And I was like, no, I know where it's coming from. Because she was not the nicest person. This was not his real mom. I just want to make that straight. It was not his real mother. It was just a lady that he called mother. And I told him, I was like, listen, I was like, that has to go. I was like, that has to go. I believe it. I would have dumped it on the river. So we're hell no. Yes, bitch. And then everything stopped. Everything stopped. And for me, it was like, I had to choose, like, listen, I was like, you're probably going to be mad, but you're going to have to get over it. It's like, it has to get out of the house. Because if you're having activity like that, there's something going on. And I knew her personality, and she was just not the most pleasant person. She was a lot of anger issues. Well, you've been online for an hour. I got to go to work. I will, Chris. I'll be here for a little bit. You forgot to say your beautiful dog. She got it from you. Oh, thank you, Chris. At my dad's house, we have an attic. Even if I open it up, I get where. See, Leslie, I'm telling you, girl. Mr. Bond would have that story. Midge, that would be a good one to get to him. I wonder if he would like to do that story. Hi, Corey. How are you? It gets spooky. Don't know why. They gave me that room. Oh, man. Most of the serious stuff is playing around with a little heart and a little girl's voice that said hi. See, and I can't play with that stuff. I don't. Anger issues. I can't deal with that. Yes, Stephen. And that's my thing. I am like that. And I told my son too, y'all. And my son, same thing. I am very careful on what I pick up. I do not play with no dang Ouija boards. I don't mess with no dang tarot cards. I don't do none of that stuff because I believe spirits are attached to it. So my son, I told him, he's watching. He knows the story. He picked up a stroller. This is like I think I told you guys the story, but it was like an old-fashioned stroller. You know, like the buggy? Looks like a buggy. And it has like you push it. So basically like a baby bassinet, and it's on wheels and you're pushing it. Well, the house that they got it from was a huge mansion. And I guess the owners already were gone and passed away. It was like family generation. Well, the lady, when he got it from the auction, told him it moves by itself. She showed pictures where it would move by itself. And I told my son, he's like, I'm going to get this because we always wanted old fat. I said, don't get it. I said, the lady told you that thing is moving by itself. Don't you put that in your house. And my son he said, we're going to pray over it. And I was like, I said, don't do it. And so he gets it. And he calls me the next day. And he shows me pictures where the stroller moved on its own. And you saw in the rug, you know the rug? An indentation where somebody's dragging something heavy. And they had a nerve to call me, talk about, can you come pray over the park? I said, heck no, because I told you not to get it. I said, I told you not to. Why were you? If the lady told you the stroller's moving on its own, why are you getting it? So him and his wife ends up taking that stroller and throwing it in the dumpster. They took that thing out the house so quick and threw it in the dumpster. I don't play with that stuff. And I heard a knife scratch. You heard a knife? Oh, heck no. See, I was rebuking that in the name of Jesus, Leslie. Oh, heck no. It's just me. Oh, my sis did the tarot card stuff. That's why the OG board. Yeah, I don't do cowboy. I stay away from that stuff. It's straight demonic. and you're opening up the doors for a demonic attack in your house and your family, your children, your finances, everything. Everything. It is a dangerous portal to open. So whenever I see it on my feed and people doing those tarot cards and stuff, I will hit don't recommend. Don't recommend. I'm like, heck no. Yeah, heck no, y'all. I don't play with that stuff. Bye, Nicole. Have a good day. But my son was like, I said, I told you don't get that stroller. You didn't listen. You went ahead and got that dang stroller and then calling me, talking about, can you come and pray? Would I look like the priest? Like you call her the priest? No. I told you don't do that. If somebody tells me something is moving around, you're not bringing it to my house, period. Like the doll, Chucky's not. Yes. Hi, Kennedy. How are you? Welcome to chat. So y'all be careful. Y'all be careful what you're doing. And just know what you're bringing in your house. Because when I had my, the ladies, her ashes were here, it was horrible. And I can't even explain how bad the dreams were to you guys. We're talking about, not like you say, like a monster, just straight demonic. And I was like, no, we're done. I was like, we're done. She got to go. She got to go. Oh, man. Let's see here. Hi, Kenny. Welcome to stream. So how is everyone's? What is today, Friday, going? How's your Friday going, you guys? I'm on my C4. We're just amping up C4. And you guys, and we will do Saturday and Sunday. I come on here at midnight for those that can't sleep. And we'll definitely do a lot more storytelling and C4s. Because Jeff knows I like my C4, Mish does. Okay, I think I got it an attachment because I lived on so many haunted places when I was a kid. Yeah, you got to rebuke that stuff. You got to be horrible. Oh, you're doing horrible? Why? Why is your day going horrible? I got a competition on Sunday. Oh, I hope your competition goes well for you, girl. I hope it goes good. And one of my kids has what the, how do they break their arm? Girl, how do they break their arm? That is not good. Do they got a cast on it? Man, I hope they're doing okay. That is hard. That's one thing I'm always worried about my kids is like when they're rough playing, especially I got 6 boys, is like they don't be breaking nothing. You know, because I always feel like when you go to the doctors and you got kids, they be looking at you like, did you do that? No, I didn't do that. I got all these boys jumping around acting crazy. I'm a day in front of you. It's Saturday. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're Friday over here, girl. My teacher always yells at me. Tell your teacher stop yelling at you. That is not good. You got to tell your teacher to stop doing that. And to be kind and to be nice. All right, you guys. Let's see. I mean, think of a funny story. You guys want to hear a funny story? I got to find a funny story. I told you guys the one about that pool. Let me find another funny story. And I told y'all about being in church and falling down the stairs in church. I told y'all about that too. Oh man, I'm a day near Friday today. So Kennedy, you're Friday as well. Who has a funny story in here? If you got a funny story, drop it in chat so I can read it. Because I'm about to think of one. Man, I need a good funny story for you guys. I got to find something that's hilarious. Because I've got so many. I told y'all about being in the pool. I told y'all about the time I was in church and fell down the stairs in church in front of everybody in the church. But yeah, with the kids I do, Sherry. With the kids I do. My kindergarten teacher. No, we're gonna hide that one. Okay. I have funny things the kids say. There's funny things that the kids say. Like my kids, you guys, when they were younger, and I remember but thank God she was my neighbor. Thank God she was my neighbor. So my neighbor is walking out. She's going to the pool. She's got her 2-piece bikini on, right? You know, bikini and the bottom on. And my son yells, y'all. Yells out loud. He's like, ooh, mommy, that lady naked. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, son. I was like, she got on a bathing suit. That's what they call bathing suit. Little kids will get you embarrassed. Thank God it was my neighbor. She knew me. And I was like, that is a bathing suit. Yes, that's what people wear to go swimming here. Kids will definitely embarrass you in front of people in public. You just like, oh my God, you know? Steven is laughing. Yeah, Steven, it's like taking, or when you take your kids, you guys, I don't know, you guys like little kids, and you take your kid and you gotta go to the restroom, right? So you go to the restroom, you gotta take your kid in there, and I'm just like, don't say nothing, just, and you gotta go pee, right? Because you gotta go pee, you gotta take your kid to the restroom. And then you got that one kid that wanna yell out loud, Mom, are you pooping? No, I'm peeing. I'm like, oh my God. That's why I don't take you nowhere. That's why I don't take you nowhere. Don't got no kind of filter. We are peeing. Like, oh my gosh. Or your kid is looking under the stall. I had a kid did that, and I'm like they're young. They're like 2 years old or 1 year old, and I'm pulling them up like, do not be looking under the stall. Can you just sit still for 1 second? Let me finish going to the restroom. And Steven said exactly. Kids are, Cowboy, you should know you got younger siblings. Kids will just embarrass you, y'all. Just straight embarrass you. Like, come on now. Why you peeking at the lady under the stall for? Lady probably like, man, can you get your kid? Oh my gosh. The joys of having kids. But kids are a lot of fun though. I'll give you that. With me having 8 kids, the 6 boys and the 2 girls, it was always a lot of fun in the house because there's always something crazy going on, you guys. Always. I think we never had a dull moment. Always. There were either arguing or fussing or doing something that makes you laugh. Dang. But I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade having this many kids and the stories that I have, you know, with having so many. Let's see here. Yep, I was the only normal sibling out of 4, so I've been through a lot of embarrassing moments. They do embarrass you. They do. And they be blurting out anything. No filter. No filter at all. Just say whatever's on their mind. And I'm like, oh my gosh. You're like, shh. Or I would give my kids a talk. If I had to go somewhere, a friend's house, I'd be like, we gonna get to this friend's house. Don't be telling all my business. You gotta tell your kids that. You be like, don't be telling all my business to the friends. If they question you, talk about you don't know. Oh my God. And don't be going there acting like you hungry, you to eat nothing, because I just fed you before we went over here embarrassing me. Oh man. I was walking to the shop with my daughter the other day, and my daughter saw a man and said really loud, Mom, that man looks old. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God, honey, you can't say that. Sherry, I'm with you. You just look at him like, no, don't say that, you know? Like these kids, and they don't have no shame. It's like when my kids yelling, thank God it was a neighbor, like, Mom, she's naked. I'm like, she got on bikini. Like, I'm like, she is not. Oh my gosh, especially in front of the girls that was flirting with me. My little brother, if you're a kidnapper, leave. And I drugged him away, bro. Oh, poor Cowboy. Oh my God, but hey, she was only speaking her mind, so it's like, what the hell? And the funny thing is, Sherry and Cowboy, the kids, they're so young, they tell the truth. There's no filter, you know? And my 10-year-old is still like that. Like, when I take him places, I'm just like, well, I'm like, boy, if we go in here, don't be talking these people ear off. Stop telling all my business, you know? No filter. I've done a handstand and handspring, and I fell flat on the floor. Oh, I hope you're okay. And I hope you are so okay. Like, my kids are just like, no filter at all. Gonna tell people like it is and be all in everybody's business. That is how they are. Especially my Isaac. My Isaac, nobody's a stranger to him. He would just go to people and just start talking. Joel is upstairs, probably harassing one of the kids. Girl, Ashley, he is upstairs harassing somebody. What am I doing? I'm working on my C4 and telling y'all stories. Yeah, Cowboys say probably upstairs. Yes. They don't. I know anybody else that has kids that you got to remind them when they go over people's house to stop telling all your business. I'm like, please don't be telling all my business when we go over here. Everybody got to be on. Keep their mouth on lockdown. That's why when you talk in front of your kids, You're whispering or you're spelling words. That for the younger ones, spelling words that they don't understand. Yep, pretty much. Yep, that's how it is with kids. Imagine you guys having 6 boys and 2 girls. A large family. It was definitely a lot of kids talking. A lot, y'all. All right, funny stories. All right, we did the scary stories. We talked about bugs. All right, I need to figure out another story for you guys. All right, we did funny stories, scary stories, and we talked about bugs. Okay, so let's think. Embarrassing stories. Something embarrassing. Oh, I got an embarrassing one for y'all. Okay. Well, it's not quite embarrassing because I thank God I was not in the perfect mood that day. For a person who has a chatty parents and annoying siblings, stay away from just everybody, basically. You're just like, I need peace and quiet. That is it. That's it. Peace and quiet for the rest of the day. All right. Embarrassing moments, you guys. Okay. Let's see. The time I fell down the stairs was embarrassing. I felt like I could crawl in a hole when I did that. But there was a time, you guys. So I was taking my kids down to Taekwondo. Y'all, Taekwondo class. And I was not in the best of the moods that day. So I took my kids to Taekwondo. And my mood was just like, you know how you ever get in the moods where you got to go do something, but you really don't want to talk to your neighbor, your friend, or nobody that day. You just kind of want to sit to yourself. So I get my kids in the car. And my oldest son was with me because y'all know I got a 28-year-old. And so I was like, take your sister and brothers into Taekwondo class so they can do their class. I'm just going to sit in this car and chill, right? Because I was like, I really don't want to talk to nobody. I was like, I just want to be like by myself, sit in this car and look at my phone. That's it. So I sit in there, you guys, and looked at my phone. And then my kids got out of Taekwondo and we head back home. So when I got out the car, head back home, y'all, I'm feeling a breeze. You know how you feel a breeze on your behind that's not supposed to be there? So I'm like, why is it so breezy? Like, why? It's just chilly. Y'all tell me why. And I thank God I had ripped my pants and did not know it. So you could see all my undergarments. And I was so when I had to walk home, I guess my neighbors from behind saw it. My neighbors from behind saw it. Big old rip in my pants, you guys. So I was so thankful I did not get out that car and go into my kids' Taekwondo class, because everybody would have had a free show. I would have been embarrassed. But I came home and just embarrassed myself in front of all my neighbors with my ripped pants. But I was okay. I was okay with that, you guys. My daughter was born in a cesarean section. Oh, let me see here. And now that she leaves the house, she goes out through the window. She goes through your window, pal. Who's the smartest child? The smartest kid that I have, like, what do you mean, like study-wise, like school-wise? I got a lot on my Spanish teacher called me in front of the class and how's your Spanish coming? Do you know your Spanish very well? The logo I got from my cousin is that. Man, like, I don't know, like for my kids, and y'all know I homeschool, like I feel like each kid has their own, I want to say their own way of learning things, if that makes sense. Like Abraham loves coding and reading books about science and bacteria and germ. Joel is Joel. Joel be doing his own thing. Joel would rather color on the wall all day than do schoolwork. He's only 5. Isaac is more of hands-on. So Isaac likes to build things with his hands. Like he's constantly building airplanes and things like that. Rayma's super, she has like a photographic memory. Like she can look at a design and replicate that design to the T. That's on school. And then Jacob is pretty good. He's like your normal kid that can do books and handlers. So I would say each kid, I wouldn't say who's the smartest because I feel like each kid has a different style of learning, if that makes sense to answer your question. Hey, at least I was just a neighbor, got a giant crowd. Yes, just my neighbors. I know. And I was like, when I came home, y'all, and my pants, I had to throw them. And those are the pants. I love those pants. I had to throw it away. I got them from Old Navy, too. I had to throw them away. But I was like, man, I could have walked in there, y'all, and everybody would have seen Miss Singh's undergarment that day. Hey, it was Lisa neighbor, not Jen Crown. I got 80 on the Spanish exam. I think I know my Spanish. Are you fluent in Spanish? 8 kids. There's 6 boys and 2 girls. Whose king's daughter are you? Whose king's daughter are you? What does that mean? Hi, Mrs. Sound. What does that mean? Whose king's daughter are you? What does that mean? Yeah, and my kids, and I'll tell you one thing about my kids. Here's a crazy part with my kids, because my kids are homeschooled. You guys know my kids are homeschooled. My kids have never, ever, let's put it this way, been in like a big physical fight with other children, because, I want to say because they're homeschooled. The only ones that they fight with probably amongst themselves. You guys, they will have like a disagreement, but nothing physical. I'm guessing because it's a homeschool thing, you know. Oh, no, I'm a full white boy. Not fluid, but you're okay. But so you don't know it? See, here's the thing. I want to learn Spanish because my parents are from Panama. But I don't, like, I know a little bit. Like, hi, how you doing? What's your name? You know? That's probably about it. Hi, Leslie. Welcome to chat. That is about it as much as I know Spanish. Like, for real, you guys. I need to learn more. I forgot mainly because where I live. Yeah, Florida, but you're in Florida. A lot of people speak Spanish in Florida. Isn't Miami more Hispanic in Miami? I would think. It's good that your kids are into different learning stuff because then they can help each other and teach one a different learning skill. Yep, Sherry, I love that. That's what they do. That's what they do. My daughter is really good because she'll help me sometimes if I'm, say like Isaac gets stuck on division. If he gets stuck on division, since Joel is just kindergarten, which he doesn't, he technically didn't have to start till he turned 6. I started him at 5, want to give him an early start. She can be like, okay, Mom, let me grab Joel's ABC books and let me go over that with him while you're working on Isaac's division. And she graduates this year. What's for dinner? I had chicken and potatoes. What did you have for dinner, Miss Ashley? Yeah, but where I live, it was Crestview, mostly white people. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're like in the white side of town in Florida. So am I going to be welcome there, cowboy? Cowboy say, ain't none of us over there. That was almost my biggest concern with moving my kids somewhere, you guys. It's definitely moving somewhere where there was a diversity, you know? That was always my big concern. All right, you guys. I think I gave you all my story time. Does anybody else have a story for me to read? Or what kind of story y'all want to hear now? Because I can think of some. Hey, there was black people. Don't worry, girl. Okay, there was some because I don't want to be cold over there. And then like, there's none of us. I'm the only one. Because in Kentucky, like, okay, in Kentucky where I live, you didn't have a lot of racism. You had like some, but you didn't have a lot of people that were racist in Kentucky. Like you would get it every now and then. Like I know I had a girl follow me around in Bed Bath & Beyond, and I had addressed that when I was over there. And then I think the other time was at a Dollar General. Like a guy was following me around in a Dollar General, and that was it. But I'll give you, oh, I got a funny story. Okay, wait a minute, I got another one for you guys. So I was at Burlington, right? I was at Burlington. And the Burlington security guy, y'all. The security guy. So I'm at Burlington. You know, y'all remember Burlington? Do y'all know where Burlington was? I love Burlington because they got the layaway during Christmas. And I can put my kids' clothes on layaway. Hey, there was like people, yeah, that wasn't a lot of Asian people. I guess it looked like Asian, the amount of comments. So not a lot of Asian there. Do you guys remember Burlington? Do you guys have a Burlington close by? And does your Burlington have like a security guy that's in the front of Burlington? You guys remember that? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I was in Burlington, right? That's Joel. Joel, you gonna make people dizzy doing that. Say hi. All right, stop jumping. Stop jumping. Say hi. So you guys, so I went to stop jumping because you're gonna make people dizzy. Joel, calm down. Did you eat candy? What's in your mouth? Is that candy?
No.
Why you seem like you're eating something? All right, excuse me. Let me talk. Thank you. Food poisoning is where it is. So I'm at Burlington and security guard is there, right? So I go in there, I do my shopping, and I'm coming, you know how you go to the checkout line and you gotta stand there and checkout line, it's like a long line. So I'm like I go over to one section because it's like a long line and my kids are holding space to check out like the purses and stuff. And the security guard comes over there, follows me where the purses are. Y'all, I'm like, what is this dude's problem, right? So then I was like, well, let me go look at the little socks. Stop, Joel. Let me go look at the socks that are by the checkout line, right? Joel. No, because it's not funny. You're being rude now. So I go to the socks section. I was like, well, let me go look at the socks, you know, because I was like, I know this guy's not following me around. This is security. So security goes over to where the socks is. And I told him, I was like, I looked at him, I was like, all right, excuse me, you know, can I help you with something? And he's like, oh, no. He's like, oh, no, nothing. He's like, I know it. He's like, I know it seems like I'm following you around, but he's like, I just want to ask you, do you got a man? You gonna follow me around to each, sir? I'm mean mugging this guy because I'm looking at this guy crazy like I'm not here. I'm thinking the guy following me around because he's thinking I'm stealing, not because he's looking for a date. Y'all, welcome to Kentucky. Welcome to Kentucky. Joe, get out the water. And my kids tell me all the time, they be like, stop mean mugging people. Because I'll mean mug people in a heartbeat. If I see somebody staring at me or following me, I'm looking at them crazy. And my kids are like, stop mean mugging people. They're like, every time you mean mugging somebody just trying to talk to you. I need to stop. I need to be nice. Just a little something for your worries. Thank you, Mr. Cowboy. You are so awesome. I appreciate it, Cowboy. Thank you so much. Y'all, so I gotta be nice. I can't be mean mugging people everywhere I go. Keep Joel. Joel is a keeper. He's entertainment. You don't want to see what Joel's doing. Look, y'all. Can you get out of the sink? Joel be this Joel. Hey, I'm in church practice. Are you in church? How's church going? How's church? All right, you guys, let me get okay, I got to think of one more good story. Okay, what kind of story do you guys want to hear so I can dig in my memory and think of something? And don't say a Joel story, because Joel, turn it off.
I'm cleaning my hair.
You're not cleaning, you're making a mess. Get down. Okay, he's acting like my little brother, always getting something. He is. He is a busybody. All right, Joel is not going to be in our story time. All right, you guys, give me something you guys want to hear so I can jog my story. Don't mess with my bestie, Jane. Your bestie getting on my last nerve. Oh, I'll give you guys this. You guys want to hear a sad story? Okay, the worst day in my life story. Let me tell you about the worst day in my life. So this is the worst day in my life. So y'all, I was pregnant with, not Joel, thank God. Not Joel. Not Joel at the time, with my son Isaac. So I went to my sister's house, right? Because my sister was having a back to school party for her kids that go to public school. So I ended up going to her back to school party, right? Joel. There's probably nothing in there. So I go to the back. It's not rude.
Yes, you are.
I'm not rude. So I go to the back to school party. Joe, I'm not playing now. You're not listening.
No, I'm gonna get
No, go fix your pants. Your pants are inside out. No, Joe. If I put the thing on mute, you know I'm about to tell you something. I'm about to touch it and put it on mute, and then I'm going to talk to you. Because you're not listening.
Fine.
Then stop doing that.
Then why not let me get some?
There's nothing in there. There's a little bit.
Don't.
So you can run around the house more? I'm not rude. Go, Joe.
All right. No, I'm not going nowhere.
Joe's not going. So anyway, so this is the worst day in my life. So my sister has a back to school party, guys. So I'm pregnant with my 7th child, right? And so my niece and my oldest son, Joel, stop doing that.
No,
They go out walking around, right? And my 2-year-old son was there, and I guess he wanted to follow them around. So I'm heavily pregnant, probably like 8 months pregnant, and I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. I was like, I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna take a nap. Joel, stop doing that because you're hurting my arm.
No,
You're banging your head in my arm that hurts.
No, why not share it?
I will share with you in a second if you be nice. If you're not gonna be nice, I'm not gonna share with you. So I was like, I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. So you guys, I literally lay down like this on my sister's couch. I close my eyes, and I have you know how you guys get like a vision, like something plays across your mind. I see my 2-year-old child crossing the street. I open my eyes. I didn't even get to take the nap. I open my eyes and I go, where's Jacob? Right? Everybody in my sister's house, we start looking for my 2-year-old son. We go and we check my sister's basement. We check the house, you guys. We check everywhere. My father-in-law from India was there too. He's checking. My mom's walking up and down the street. Everyone's checking for my 2-year-old son. The child is not in the house. He's gone. He's gone. I'm freaking out now. I'm freak. This is the worst day in my life ever in my life, especially as a mother. So we're looking. I grab that phone. I'm calling 911. I call 911 and I'm like, my 2-year-old son is missing. We're supposed to be in the house. I called 911 and 911, I was like, I have a 2-year-old son, he's missing. They're like, ma'am, and they're like, where are you? And I tell them my sister's address. They go, we found a 3-year-old Hindu boy. As soon as they said Hindu, I knew they were talking about my son. And I go, that's my son. Because he looks Indian. He looks straight Indian. And I was like, that's my son. And they're like, we found him. And they're like, the cops were there looking for, where's his mom? Let's rewind the story. So my son and my niece were walking around outside. My 2-year-old wanted to go with them. So he snuck out the house and was following behind them. So they're walking, he's behind them. So I guess when they turned the corner, he no longer sees them and he kind of gets a little bit lost. A neighbor finds him, right? So the neighbor is holding them. So when they're coming back, the neighbor calls the cop because they're trying to find the parent. The neighbor stops my son and my niece. My son and my niece, my oldest son, they're holding my son. They go, do you know who the little boy this is? My son and niece say no. They did not look to see my niece did not look to see that was her nephew, and my son did not pay attention, saw that was his own brother. So I'm like, are you kidding me? So I end up getting down there. He was already in Kentucky. He's already in state emergency custody. I get him back the next day. Had to deal with the whole what happened. Did he walk out? And they're like, the lady told me, she's like, this happens often. Man, don't tell me that happens often. I don't want to hear that. She's like, we're not looking for moms like you. We're looking for moms that are doing drugs, that are partying, that are not paying attention to their kids. They're like, this actually happens often, that kids sneak out the house and wander off. That was the worst day of my life. Never lost a kid after that. So, story is, my son and my niece could have saved me a headache because the lady asked them, was this your brother? Or do you know this child? And they said no. And I'm like, you guys didn't stop and like look at the child and saw it was your own brother? And I did thank them. I was able to go and thank them for finding my son and calling the authorities, and that my son wasn't in the wrong hands. So I'm still thankful for that. But that was the worst day of my life. The worst day of my life was pay attention to your kids. After that, I put a chain on my door at home. I would always have a chain on the door, top chain, so that if my kids opened the door, they could not sneak out. He asked us to the again, don't mess with the bestie. Man, you was the mama that would have, it's been a long time. Yes, something about you when you were a teenager about that. I had a dream once, I ended on the floor and don't know how. How are you, Nova? I'm doing good. I think I did that once when I was younger. It was, man, y'all, when I tell y'all it was the worst day of my life, I literally collapsed to the floor. Like, when I couldn't find my son, I'm pregnant. I'm 8 months pregnant. I hit the floor, y'all. Like, not passed out, but like my knees could not hold me up anymore because I was so overwhelmed with not knowing where my child was. All I remember, my father-in-law was telling me, get up off the floor. And my father-in-law's from India, so he's like, Rashida, get up off the floor, girl, get up off the floor. And I'm like, I lost my child, my 2-year-old son, and I didn't get him back to the next day because I had to make sure I was a parent. I was able to parent my child. And she told me, she was like, man, we're not looking for people like you. We're looking for people that are doing drugs and that are not taking care of the kids or leaving their kids and going clubbing and partying. They're like, you were literally like at a back to school party for your nieces. You know, there's no alcohols or drugs or nothing there. And they're like, your child just wandered off. She's like, this happens a lot. Man, that will never happen again. I kept my house on lockdown and never, ever lost a kid again. I think that once as a younger went on my own trip. Cowboy, you went on your own trip too. I got bit by a tick. Oh my God. You had to go to the hospital. Now I'm on 10 meds. That's also a story is crazy. Nova, I hope that you're okay. I got bit by a tick before too. Those are no joke. That tick bite, the tick bite that I had kept flaring up. It would go away and then it would flare up again. Yeah, tick bites are horrible, you guys. Those suckers are bad. I was an adventurer when I was young. Don't blame me. I was bit by a tick once and I was surgically removed by a dog. Yep, I had a tick bite on my leg. And when I tell you guys, it will heal and those tick bites flare right back up. Yes, I got a bullseye. Oh, girl. See, Nova? That's why I don't miss Kentucky, because Kentucky has a ton of ticks. My dog ran into a tick nest. A tick nest, girl. And never again. But that is my story of my worst experience ever. So after that, I was kind of traumatized. So I would not do, y'all, I was traumatized. So my parents would invite me to go to things like, we're like downtown. They're like, hey, let's go downtown and let's see the fireworks. I'd be like, no. My parents wanted me to go to New York with them. And I didn't go because I was traumatized for a long time after losing a child, especially a 2-year-old, because something could have happened to him. What if he got into the wrong hands? You know, what if the wrong person found him? So after that, I stayed, I stayed where I didn't like crowded places where I couldn't keep an eye on my kids. So I kind of stayed and did activities that were the library, the park, or something that wasn't crowded because I was just traumatized from losing a kid, and I never wanted to experience that again. Now that they're older and I got a lot of older adult kids, I'm more comfortable going out and doing things. But for the longest time, my parents would invite me to things that I knew was a huge crowd, and I would not go because I was scared of losing a child again. So I don't wish that on anybody. I'm thankful that he was found by a nice couple, you know, and that he was okay, you know, and that he was in good hands. Bye, Leslie. Have a good day. I've cellulite now and I could possibly get Lyme. That is horrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Nova. I hope that you get better. And here's the crazy part, you guys. Listen to this. This is the crazy part. When they had my son and I had to wait to get him back the next day, the lady on the phone told me, and I will never forget these words, because he had to go to the home of the innocent. This is like a home where a group of kids go to, okay? And the lady told me on the phone, y'all, I will never forget this. She told me, she said, thank God that they didn't put him in emergency foster care and that they just put him in a home of innocence. That speaks a lot for the foster care system. That's how bad it is. And you don't know who your child is going with if it's going to a stranger. So he was in a facility, like a kind of like a home, because they found him at night and I got him back the next day. Okay, I learned my lesson. Always check for ticks when I'm walking through and wearing woods. Yep, always check for ticks. Arizona, Kentucky is bad with ticks because we got a lot of deer. Since Kentucky has a lot of deer, there's a lot of ticks over there. A lot. So if you guys are parents, keep an eye on your kids. Mine are adults now. They made it through, majority adults, except for the last 3 young ones. They made it through, I guess, their mama being overprotective. I think that it kicked a lot of anxiety in me. I was really overprotective then after that. We did not do anything that was a kid's gonna be walking away. Oh, heck no. Welcome back, Jason. Chat is slow tonight, girl. It is, but I'm glad that you guys are here listening to my stories. Hey, when I went to Myrtle Beach, you guys, everybody had, all the little kids had all matching neon shirts. After I lost Mr. Jacob, everybody had on neon shirts, y'all. I was not playing. I wanted to be able to see my kids. All right. What did you guys have for dinner? If you didn't drop what you had for dinner in chat, what did you have for dinner? Drop it in chat, you guys. I know for us, we had chicken tacos. Backpack leash. Girl, yes. I want to be one of them here with a leash. Here's the crazy part is when a kid wanders off, that's like, I feel, you know how people say it's worse when they see something happen to a kid than an adult? You know, when something happens to a child, I feel like it's so much more traumatic. You know, because when you hear something adult, you be like, oh my God, that's really sad. That's hard. But when it's a kid that, you know, barely started their life, you're like, that hits you. And y'all, I remember I couldn't even stand up. My father-in-law was telling me to get off the floor. Like, not in a mean way, but, you know, he was trying to get me to get up because I was like, where's my baby? But thank God, when I laid back down, like, I kid you not, you guys, I laid down in that chair. And as soon as I closed my eye, I had a vision of my child crossing the street. And minute of my eye, I was like, where is Jacob? Where's Jacob? Couldn't find him nowhere. I don't ever want to ever experience that again in my life. You had pizza. I love that. Yeah, I've been through a lot when I was younger, like abuse. So yeah, that's more accurate about kids. Yes. It's scary, yeah, Ashley. And that's the thing. Here's my thing. I always wanted to foster kids myself. And I told my kids that, I said, right now, I know I got a lot of kids still that my grown adults, so I don't have room for them right now to do it. But once all my kids are like practically grown and out the door or more rooms get available, I would definitely foster kids, because I think the foster system, you got good foster parents out there, but you got a lot of awful foster parents as well. And I think kids deserve to have a good home. And that is always something that's been on my heart, to be a foster parent. But I have, y'all know I got 8 kids, 6 kids and 6 boys and 2 girls. Yeah, Ash, that's what I want to do. I definitely want to help kids that are in need. Definitely. The guy who did that was my mom's old boyfriend. He got arrested for it. I'm pretty sure he's still in there. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, cowboy. A lot of people go through so much, you know? And here's the thing. If you guys are good people out there and you guys are watching this live and even on replay,
Now, can you go to the pool?
and we'll go to the pool tomorrow. If you have it in you that you can give a child the home and the care, do it. Because there's so many kids. When I tell you there's so many kids out there that need that, do it. I had a friend that would pick up the boys from the group home and he would spend time with them. He would bring them to the pool. He would let them swim, you know, and I would see a 16-year-old, I've seen a 16-year-old child with a mind of an 8-year-old. So yeah, when I get room, I'm definitely going to be a foster parent. Y'all be like, dang, she still got a whole bunch of kids. Yep. The pool is closed. You had to pick up my son from Philadelphia. Did you pick up your son? How'd it go, Midge?
Yes.
But I still act happy for my mom and other family members, so they don't worry about that affects me. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Please go to the pool.
But it's hard, you know. But Cowboy, I hope that you're doing okay. Welcome back, Midge. The guy who did that was my mom's old boyfriend. Okay, I read that one too.
Why?
Welcome back. So I hope. Listen, Joel's saying, can he go to the pool? Joel, it's cold outside. There's nobody at the pool. No, because it's cold.
I didn't feel it.
Plus, you're around kids your whole life, and it's a normal thing for a normal to feel care for you. Yes. Yes. You know, Ashley, and I've always had a heart for children. Always. You know, but I know with me having so many, I don't have the room yet, you know, but my oldest is 28, then my daughter's 21, and then Joshua will be 20 this year, and then I'll have an 18-year-old. So a lot of them are getting older. And so as soon as I have Joel, as soon as I have open space to do it, I'm hands down doing it. Hi, Mariah. How are you? Oh, man. He didn't want to leave the house, so he got out, but the cost was scary. And, yes, I was abused. Man, at 4 years old. I'm sorry to hear that, Cowboy. And that's hard. Hi, Galaxy. Welcome back to chat. How are you? Cowboy, that's hard. I hope that you're healing. But, man, if y'all have room to take in these children, please do. Please do. Because I was so thankful for, they're called the Home of Innocent that had my son. I was so thankful for them. They told me that he cried himself to sleep, y'all. Can you imagine a mama have to hear that your son cried himself to sleep? And they held him. And I was so thankful for people that had a good heart that was willing to be there, and take care of these kids. You would be good in the job in a foster care. Thank you. It does get very emotional. See, Sherry and I have a heart for kids like that, and I think I have a lot of patience with children, So I think I would be a good fit for a child that really needs a place. How old is your kid? My kids, hold on, let me type it in because Joe, you're not doing that, son. No, go walk the dog with your big brother. Yeah. Joshua, can you take it for a little bit to walk the dog? Go, Joe, walk the dog. I'm gonna type it in chat. The leash is right there on the side of the bookshelf. I put them over there. Do you see it? All right, hold on, you guys. Let me type it in.
No.
Joe, what do you want to hold? He said you can go with him. Go. You can. Can you let him hold the leash for 1 second, please? Thank you. Go. You can hold the leash. Y'all, Joe's about to go outside with his big brother. All right, those are my kids' ages. That's my kids' ages. That's the life of the Crestwood. Not a good place. That is a hard place. I had a chicken and potatoes. Hold on a sec. That's Joel ringing the doorbell. Okay, that's done. I had chicken and potatoes, and then that turned into chicken tacos because the kids didn't want the chicken. So I had to shred it all up so they can make chicken tacos. Is your kid okay? Yeah, he is, Mariah. He's being a handful. Joel is 5, but the one that got lost, you guys, is 13 now. So the one that got lost, y'all, he's 13 now. That's the one that's going to be like 6'3". But he's good. He's 13 right now because I was the one of them kids in there. You were one too, Sherry? That's why I have a heart, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to definitely do foster care because I think I can give, at least a stable home, What did you have for dinner? Chicken and potato galaxy. Maria, yes, he is 13 now. It is 8:08 p.m. here. Yeah, so the kid in that story was Mr. Jacob. Jacob is now, he got lost at 2 years old. Jacob is now 13. He's 13. So that was, like I said, that was the worst time of my life. And I would never wish that on any parent. Because, unfortunately, you got parents that happens to. Like, say they went to the state park, right? They're at a state park and the kid wanders off. Some parents never, ever get to see their child again. So I am really grateful for the people that found him, My son was almost 6'2" at 14. See, Ashley, Jacob is 13. He just turned 13 in February. So he is taller than me, and I'm almost 5'8". He's already taller than me. Girl, he just turned 13. The doctor said he's supposed to be like 6'3". C4 is done. I need to go to can number 2. It's done, y'all. Lucky kid being tall. At 5'6", you stop growing? Oh, my God. I'm tall. I'm almost 5'8", you guys. Damn, what time does your kids go to bed? Maria, it's Friday, girl. Friday. And look at all my kids. Hold on. Let me refresh Maria real quick. Hold on, Maria. Here you go. Let me put this up for you, girl. All right, Maria. Okay, do you see that pin right there? That's how old my kids is. You see that? So you want me to go tell a 21-year-old, 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 16-year-old, and 13 they need to go to bed on a Friday night at 8:10. At 8:10. Girls, 8:10 p.m. But I know I might look a little bit young, but girl, I'm 46. I'm 46. All them kids is older. Is your husband tall? Girl, my husband. Okay, y'all, listen to this. Don't be laughing now. Don't be laughing. I'm almost 5'8". My husband is 5'5". He's 5'5". I'm taller than my husband. 44, 5'11". I see you, Midge. I'm 16. I still got a couple more years. You do. Florida guy, Mr. Cowboy, you do still have time to grow. Hi, Kennedy. Welcome back. All right, Mariah. I want to say Mariah, right? Is that the way to pronounce it? That's how old my kids are. 28, 21, 20, 18, 16. You see it up there? So, girl, no. Them kids is grown, girl. They gonna stay up all night, and harass all of us. My kids never really had a bedtime with no school. I know, Ashley, when there's no school the next day, I let them stay up. Only Sundays when I'm like, y'all need to go to sleep. And during the week, it's y'all need to go to sleep because I do homeschool. How does genetics work? How tall is your son? Okay, so my son, the two giants, I call them the two giants, are Jacob, which will be 6'3", the doctor said. He's taller than me, okay? He's probably like 5'10" now at the age of 13. He just turned 13 in February. The next one is Isaac. The doctor said Isaac should be 6'1". Here's the thing. My husband's 5'5". My dad is 6 feet. And my father-in-law, y'all, my father-in-law is 6'2". My brother, my younger baby brother, is 6'2". My uncle is like 6'5". So we got tall people in the family. I got tall people on my side of the family and tall people on my husband's side of the family. My husband's only 5'5". My husband's dad is 6'2". So my husband's dad is way taller than him. So he has a son that's 5'5", and his dad is 6'2". So when I met my father-in-law, the first time I met my father-in-law, I looked at my father-in-law, and then I looked at my husband, and then I looked at my father-in-law, and I told him what happened. I said, you sure that's your daddy? No, I'm playing. Yo, I said, you sure that's your daddy? Because you 5'5", your dad's 6'2". Your mama was telling stories. Y'all know I'm playing. It's a pajama day every day. Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, unless we're going out, the kids can wear practically pajamas every day, unless we're going to like the pool or going out. Oh, that makes more sense. Your parents are tall. Yep, my dad is.
Want to go to the pool now?
We're not going to the pool because it's cold outside. My dad is pretty tall.
But
how old is your dog? How old is my dog? My dog is, Miss London is 9 years old and Charles is 14. Come here, London. I'll show you Miss London. Come on. Come on. All right, London, do you see all them people over there want to say hi, girl? Can you say hi? She like, no, I don't want no kiss. All right, say hi. Can you say hi? No? You got stinky dog breath. Girl, your breath stinky. Go to the hot tub. I'm not going to go to the hot tub today. I went to the hot tub like 3 days in a row. I was in that hot tub, y'all, 3 days in a row. My little brother is 5'8", and I'm the same size in the middle school. Joe, ain't nobody at the pool.
Can I feel it?
It's cold outside. You just walked the dog.
It almost made my foot numb.
It's chilly outside, right?
Don't press me.
My dog is turning 4 to 5. Yes, you can have that. Grab me another one over there. Do you have 2 dogs? I got 2 dogs, Sherry. I got 2 of them. All right, who's going to be joining our midnight? Joe, why are you doing that? That is so not nice. Yo, look at Joel. He's slapping me. All right. I don't know. Jeff would not approve of this if I got into another C4. Jeff is probably like, save that C4 girl for and Meg is like, look, I know I'm ready for it too. Joel. Y'all look at this boy. Look at this boy. Okay, can you stop slapping me? Okay, since I actually have time, stop slapping me, baby. Is your kid crying? No. Joe, say
Don't say crying.
They said, are you crying? Are you crying? Okay, can you stop harassing people? That's not nice. Ryan got his stat. Joel, stop slapping me, Joel. Hold on, let me tell Joe to go upstairs. 1 second. I'm about to put it on mute, and I'm about to put you in timeout because you're not listening. Do you want to go play your stuff over there? Go play your game, and then later on I'll give you some snacks.
Snacks?
Yes. Do you want Reese's tomorrow or not? Do you want me to buy you Reese's tomorrow? If you're not listening, I'm not going to get you Reese's. You have to listen. Thank you. Say bye to everybody. Okay, thank you. That is Joel. That is the entertainment for tonight. That's the entertainment. Oh my gosh. I know. He be to slap you up. He's a snake now. Baby Nikki, how have you been, girl? Y'all, baby Nikki's in chat. That is my daughter-in-law. Girl, you missed all the stories. So y'all, I can tell you stories about my son, too. I can tell you stories about my son. That's what I'm going to tell you on midnight. I'm going to tell you stories about my son. That time he took us on that field trip. Girl, when he took me on a trip with a drop-off and had the nerves talking about, Mom, let's go into the forest. And I'm like, son, there's a drop-off. And you got me here with 7 of your siblings. And it was muddy, girl. And my brand new Nikes was mudded out from my son's trip. I told he took me on a crazy trip. Did you want chocolate milk? Growling is not an answer. Do you want chocolate milk? Yes? Okay. Hold on, you guys. Go grab me the milk and we pour it in a cup. Calm down, kid. Any grandkids? Yes. I have 1 grandbaby. You see this baby Nikki's up in chat. If you look up there, that's baby Nikki. She is my daughter-in-law and 1 grandson. Y'all need to go live together. Girl, I know. Baby Nikki, don't I have a grandson, Miss Josiah? Girl, yes. So see her, baby Nikki. That's baby Nikki. That's my daughter-in-law, and she's beautiful, Miss Hannah. And she's got my grandson. And you guys click on, if y'all click on her profile and go to her channel, you'll see my grandson. He'll be 2. Girl, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, his birthday's this month. I was sitting there thinking that today. I was like, yes. Hi, Summer. How are you? Hi. Welcome back, Jeff. Hey. See, Nikki, they said hey to you. Baby Nikki had my first grandson. And she's supposed to come down here and visit me. She's supposed to come to Arizona to visit me. I've been waiting for her. Girl, you just got to tell Javier to leave him at home. You just got to come here yourself. They live in Kentucky. Hannah. And her name is Hannah. I'm going to call her baby Nikki. Hannah, you got to tell Javier you and Josiah just coming. Because I'm going to have to send you a plane ticket. And leave him there, girl. Because Javier be taking forever to come visit his own mom. Girl, tell your son to get the tickets, but these plane crashes are scary. But girl, we're going to pray. We're going to plead the blood of Jesus. You're going to make it here. And you're going to come over here and enjoy Arizona. Go hike and see these cactus. Jump in this pool, girl. Come on down, because we've been waiting forever. Forever. I know it, and I know the kids will be so excited to see Josiah and you. Amen. Yes, please. Girl, I'm serious. I'm going to start pricing them tickets. I'm going to have to go online and look. Oh, y'all, because I told Nikki, Hannah, tell Harbinger too, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are planning to go out to Hawaii. Look at Hawaii prices, girl. They are cheap right now. In the month of May, they are cheap. It was a plane crash. Yes, Cowboy. One after the other. Jeff, this is for you, Jeff. That's for you. Your chocolate milk. Do you want to warm it up? Nutty, put this in the microwave for 1 minute. 1 minute.
Can I get some?
Yeah, you can have a taste. That's it. All right, go. Your kid was biting you. Girl, he wasn't actually biting, but he was pretending and slapping me. Boy, C46. Second one. But Hannah, I'm waiting. Joel. See, y'all see that? Joel, you're not being nice. No, because you're not being nice now.
They want to take me to the pool.
I will take you to the pool tomorrow.
But it was tomorrow.
It's not, but it's nighttime. Nobody's at the pool because it's too chilly. Do you want to go to the pool?
Yes.
Okay, so then you have to start listening. You have to listen. Do you think it's nice when you don't listen to what I say? No, it's not being, is that being nice? No, it's not being nice to mommy.
Is that?
Yeah. All right, let me get out. Can you grab that for me, please? Oh. Okay, let's see here. No, Reese's. I know, girl. And he'll go through the whole thing of Reese's. This child is crazy. Oh my God. I'm trying to survive Joel, you guys. I'm trying my best. Gonna bounce off the walls, literally like the mask. I love the Mask, the movie. Did you guys like that one?
Can I read this?
It's fun to go swimming at night, but it's chilly right now. So Arizona gets up into the 80s during the day, but at night we're dropping down in the 50s. I'll get you Reese's tomorrow if you are listening. Everybody hear me. Joel will get Reese's tomorrow if he listens. If he does not listen, I'm not buying you Reese's because I'm not going to reward you for not listening. But if you can listen to me and just go play your little games, then I will get you your thing. And go drink your chocolate milk because your chocolate milk is done. Thank you so much. He's going to leave me for like 5 minutes and then he'll be back. He'll be back. Have a good day. Love you too, girl. Hannah, have a good day. So glad you dropped in. Thank you, love. Girl, no. Mariah, no. He's not. No, C4 for you, mommy. I got mine. Joe, stop arguing. Nutty, grab it for him.
I put stuff on the counter and then he wanted it.
Just grab it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I mean, I get spooky, but it's awesome because the alligators are warning. Now, does Florida have a lot of alligators, you guys?
Yes, it does. Florida.
How do you know? How do you know?
About it.
Okay, Isaac said it does. Come here, Isaac. You doing a midnight chat? I'm doing a midnight chat tomorrow night. I will be going on midnight chat. All right, and y'all say hi. This is Isaac.
Hi.
Okay, Isaac. All right, Isaac, say hi. Let me warm this up for him.
Hi.
Tell him there's a lot of alligators in Florida.
There's a bridge where you have to walk. There's a bridge where there's a ton of alligators in the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
You did. All right, so this is Mr. Isaac. You said hi.
Hi.
You said hi. So he said there's a lot of alligators in there and there's a bridge you gotta walk. Jeff said hi to you. Cowboy says, what's up? All right. So yeah, especially at night. See, but I've never seen an alligator in real life. Oh no, I'll take that back. I seen one at the zoo. I did see one at the zoo, you guys. The alligator, that's the closest I've gotten to an alligator was at the zoo. And Mariah said hi, Mr. Isaac. That is Mr. Isaac Singh, you guys. Okay, what flavor is this one? Cherry berry lime. I don't know if I like this one as much. Cherry berry lime. My nails look horrible. I need to do my nails. Oh, thank you, Mariah. Hello. Is it Kadem? Kadem. I want to say your name right. Ellis. Let's say Ellis. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome to live chat. All your kids are coming out. They are, Sherry. They all coming out here. One's over there in the microwave warming up food. Then they got to clean up their mess. Kaden, no spamming, please. Thank you so much, Cowboy. All right, so I didn't told you guys so many stories. I don't know if I have any more left. I want to think of funny. I don't know. I do have a crazy Javier story. Yeah, that's still good. Y'all got to tell me a crazy story. Tell me one that's crazy, because I got to think of a good story to tell you guys. Let me think. My kids are all warming up their food. They're coming out their room and warming everything up right now. All right. I saw a 10-foot alligator or something more once. Where did you see that? Where did you see a 10-foot alligator? You're drinking Coca-Cola? Okay, girl, I got my C4. Alexa, turn AC up to 73 degrees. Cause she over there blowing some cold air on somebody. A huge river on a small boat is terrifying. Oh man, I think that's so cool. But doesn't Florida have a lot of iguanas? I used to have a pet iguana, you guys. Like for real. A pet iguana. And I got it in Oklahoma, which y'all know iguanas don't survive in Oklahoma. So my dad used to do animal control out there in Oklahoma, where we used to live in Broken Arrow. And the iguana he found was up in a tree. So somebody had a pet iguana that they lost. Y'all, and I had it. It was my little pet. I had it for a little bit. They are so cute though. It was a baby one, so it wasn't huge. When I lived in the homeless shelter, a man dressed up as a woman. You saw a man dressed up as a woman? Oh man. I think that I've seen a guy that was like 6'5" dressed as a woman. He had on a pink tutu. And all I was like, I have to go straight to the shore and wait and my stepdad to get me. I try to go by myself. Man, you gotta be careful with alligators and stuff. You gotta be careful. All right, hold on, y'all. I know they're cold. I'm gonna eat cold potatoes. Ronald or... Okay, what does that mean? What does Ronald or Messi mean? Oh, I mean... Is a soccer player? Is it really? My daughter says soccer player. Is that what that means? You need to charge your phone. All right, Jeff Lee. I'll see you in a little bit. Charge your phone. Okay, they are soccer players. Okay. Mainly because... Jacob, can I get the charger? I do not know those soccer players. Y'all know I don't keep up on sports. Jacob, can I get the charger, please? Hold on, you guys. It's going dead. I need a charge. Maybe because I knocked me off the boat. Probably how long will you be on here? I might be on here for maybe another 5 minutes or so. Because we're ready at 8:27, you guys. We've been on chat for a long. I was telling you guys, man, I gotta save some stories for tomorrow. If I tell y'all all the stories, then I'm gonna run out of my stories to tell y'all for tomorrow. Y'all gotta come back for tomorrow's C4 chat. I'm gonna give y'all, that way I can, you know what? That way I can sit and think of some really good stories to tell you guys. I will tell you some story about my kids, the funny things they did. They're probably like, you're gonna embarrass me, Mom. You're gonna embarrass me. Tell me some crazy stories. Yes, right. I'm gonna do that. I gotta come back and tell y'all stories. All right, I will be here tomorrow around 6 again. Tell exactly the time so I can. Okay, tomorrow around 6. And what I'll do, you guys, I will make a announcement for tomorrow's live that you guys do. We'll do story time. Let's do story time over. Bring your drinks. Bring your hot chocolate, your tea, your water, your C4. And let's do a story time tomorrow again. Good night, Midge. Have a good night. Slow down on the C4. I will, Jeff. I will. Around 6, I'll make it. All right, 6 o'clock. So you guys, what we'll do is do another story time tomorrow. So, but I won't go. I will go tomorrow. I go live twice. So I'll go tomorrow around 6, and then I'll take a break, and then we go for a midnight chat. So if you want some live crazy chat, midnight chat is going to be it, because that is when I'm just talking about everything under the sun. I'm just going to be talking out ear off. Let's see, almost 6, gotta make it a note. Yes. Where are the people I usually beef with? We have not. That was a funny thing. I was talking about that earlier in chat. So today was actually a more busier day here in chat early on. We just died down again. But I was saying that, I think in the last midnight live, we were talking about that. Vendora was in here. Baby girl was in here. And we were talking about where are the trolls? Like, I've not seen the trolls in a minute. So today, I think we only had one troll. That was it.
He was on the news for it too.
Do you believe in God? I do believe in God. I'm a Christian. I do believe in God. Yes, ma'am. I sure do.
The news reporter was celebrating it. It made no sense.
You were there, and Jeff was here. No. We have not been getting slammed with trolls. It has been dead. I probably scared the trolls off, girl. They saw you, Cowboy. They were like, we're not coming in here. We're not trolling. Cowboy is here. Because they know you're here. Yes. Mariah, you were there too that night. Just call me White Chocolate. Jeff Lee was there. Midge was in there. Jeff was there. Vendora was there. Baby girl was in chat that night. Who else? Eswan. I have not seen Eswan. Eswan comes on late at night, so he's in midnight chats. Among Us is usually in there. I finally found his name because his name was hidden from I accidentally hid his name from the channel by accident when we were dealing with the troll. And that was like the last troll we had. Like, we have not been getting trolled. God bless you too, love. God bless you. How many of those people did I how you be? Oh man, you and somebody else is going at it. Who was that guy you were going at it with? Alex. It was Alex. Cowboy, it was you and Alex that were going back and forth in chat that day. Do you remember that? Dre is usually in here. I haven't seen A-Hole in a while. He has not been in here in a minute. Jacob, bring me the charger, please.
What?
Yeah, it was Alex. It was you and Alex. You and Alex had got into it, so you guys are going back and forth for a while. And I just let y'all hash it out. I was like, I'm not getting involved there. I was like, that's between y'all two. I think y'all did fine hashing it out. I think you guys were okay. I can remember your first name again. You can't remember my first name? You want me to type it in chat? Y'all want to know my first name? Okay, this is my first name. And I put AKA. And I hope you guys can pronounce it, because I know some people are like, I don't know how you pronounce that. Thank you, because I'm going that. Why do laptops don't hold a charge? I almost pinned something. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me pin it. All right, you guys got that pinned? All right, can y'all see that? It's right there. Okay, did we finish JC off? No, Cowboy JC came back in here. JC came back in here. He came in on I think JC came in on I want to say it wasn't a midnight chat. He came in on maybe 8 o'clock at night, and he came under Ashtray's name. And I knew it was an Ashtray because it was all caps, and when I clicked on the profile, I knew it was him. So he did come back in here, but I got like three of his accounts hidden. Her name is Princess. Thank you, Chris. Okay, thanks. Are you hungry? I had a chicken and potatoes earlier. I may warm me up something else. Did they save that meat that I had in there? They did.
Oh.
Man, he was lucky that I wasn't in there. He was in here. He came in here again. He was trolling. And then Among Us was like, girl, can you release my name? But I couldn't find his name. And then I finally found it. And then Vendora was like, she made a good suggestion. She was like, try releasing all the trolls. So I went in there and I released a lot of trolls. Like, the only one I left in there was JC. Because JC is a pain in the butt. Y'all, like, if y'all ever met JC on YouTube, he's a little turd. He will troll you for an hour, and he will switch the usernames, and he will copy the people that are in your chat username. And the only way you're going to know that it is your people that subscribe to your channel and somebody that's not is by clicking on a profile. Have a wonderful night. Man, he was lucky that I wasn't in there. Trolls are just jealous. Their wife and girlfriends, how beautiful you are. Thank you, Chris. All right, Mariah, have a good day. You mean all those trolls put away before I met JC, and your husband, you don't let him in. Yeah, my husband's still on block. I thought about unblocking him. He's still on block. He is hidden from the channel. I know y'all laughing like how she got her husband hidden track, because my husband be talking. He's my critic, so he can't criticize my stuff that I do. He came and said hi on the live, though. He said hi when he was on FaceTime, and I showed that. Keep that full block. Michael, how are you? Welcome to chat. Y'all saw that. My husband was on block, too. And he'll probably laugh. If I show him that, he just laugh. He don't care. Bro, you blocked your own husband? I did, Cowboy. I did. My husband is on block from my channel. He can't comment. He can't comment. Nope, not at all. And y'all laughing at me, and I told y'all the reason why. My husband is super picky. So he'll always critique stuff that I do. So I'm like, no. I was like, if you're gonna not be positive, you can't comment on my channel. So he can watch my video stuff, he just can't comment. Just said she crazy. She on C4 number 2. But he's just got a different personality than I do. Y'all gotta remember, it's 2 different cultures. Like, I'm married to a guy from India, so our culture difference is like totally different. So We've been married for going on 22 years. And that's how we get along. We know we can get on each other's nerves. So to keep the peace, he can't comment. Oh, she put her husband in the doghouse, Chris said. I mean, that makes sense since why you blocked him, though. Yes, so he's not allowed to comment because he always wants to critique my stuff. So I was like, no, you're not doing that. Does your kids play Roblox? They do play Roblox. And they like Fortnite. And they like Minecraft. And Joel is playing. Joel, what are you playing?
Roblox.
Joel is playing. Are you playing Roblox?
Yeah.
Joel's playing Roblox. Thank God Joel don't know how to read.
Be quiet.
He told me be quiet. Hi Jeff. Tell your husband you got a real friend. I'll tell him, Chris. I was like, I got some real friends here. So he will watch, but he'll watch like my shorts and stuff. And then he came on. If you guys watched that last live I did with the cooking the catfish, you'll see. I think it was at.
Hot chocolate milk.
Did you drink the hot chocolate milk?
No.
What happened to it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you drank it.
I didn't.
Where's your cup?
I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
And the next thing is cold.
Here. It's hot still. You got it?
Then it's not even mixed up.
Joe, you're telling me that's not mixed.
Yeah.
You want me to stir it some more? Hold on. Now, how you be demanding somebody?
Because it's you.
Because it's me?
Yes, because you don't want to go to the pool and you don't want to go to the porch.
But how many times did I took you to the pool this week? How many times?
12 times.
12 times?
And then 911.
Okay, if I took you to the pool 12 times, don't you think that's a lot of times?
Yes, but now you don't want to go to the porch.
All right, I'll stir it. Here. Take your chocolate milk. Okay, then I'm going to put it down. Do you want to take it or not? And then his favorite word, you guys, is rude. He'll tell me I'm being rude. He'd be like, rude.
Rude.
I'm not rude.
Yes, you are.
Girl, I got to take a shower. Have a good night, cowboy. Thank you for coming. That young kid wants chocolate ice cream. No, he don't need no more sugar. Welcome back, Hassan. Remember to sleep? Remember he sleeps good though. He did. Like y'all saw that picture. Like he was knocked out. Like he was knocked completely out. Can you please take your chocolate milk and finish? Go play your game. I feel like I'm constantly talking to you. You're not getting Reese's tomorrow because you're not listening. Do you want Reese's or not? Here. Okay. Then Isaac's gonna get Reese's. You're not because you're not listening. Thank you. Yeah, and you guys see that was Jacob. Jacob, come here. You want ice cream now? I know. Talk to you tomorrow, Jeff. This is Jacob, you guys. Okay, remember that story I was telling you guys about? The 2-year-old that got lost? Cover Jacob so they can see you.
That wasn't me.
That was you. That was him. That was him, you guys, that story. That's the one that's all grown up 13 now. Yes. Jeff said hi, Jacob.
Hi.
Jacob said hi. Hassan said Jacob. Hassan, I was telling them the story about when Jacob wandered off at 2 years old. I told them the story of my worst day of my life. And I got to say stories for tomorrow. So I can't tell no more stories. Because if I tell more stories, then I won't have stories for tomorrow. He's taller than me. Yes. He's taller than me. I'm about practically 5'8". He is taller than me already at age 13. And the doctor said they projected his height to be at 6'3". He's really trying to stir at his mom. Yes, girl. He looked at me like, girl, you see him now? Can you imagine at 2 years old that child was lost and now you see a big, huge 13-year-old? Man, I swear life has so many ups and downs. There's always like your high points in life and your low points in life, but it makes a lot of good memories. Sometimes those memories are horrible, things we want to forget, but man, everything is a part of our life, which is crazy. You're only 5'11". Hassan's like, man, he about to pass you at 13. He's taller than me. He's taller than me. I'm thinking like right now he's probably at 5'10" at 13. And he just turned 13. He just turned 13 in February. February the 16th was his birthday. And then Isaac is my next tallest one. Isaac is 10 years old. I don't know how tall Joel's going to be. Hi, Faith. How are you? Welcome to chat. Your dad was your dad was tall, Hassan. See, and my father-in-law was 6'2". Your dad is tall. And then I have my brother. My brother is 6'2". I'm glad you're having a good day. Welcome to chat, girl. So glad you got to join us. If you guys are joining, make sure you hit that like button for me. Yes, they're tall, like tall people in the family. But then my even my uncle is 6'5". We call him Uncle Tiny, and he's 6'5". I got a big uncle, you guys. Dang, your brother's 6'4". You got some giants in that family, Hassan. Hi, Paul. How are you? I'm having a great day. How's your day going?
Can you get more?
How are you doing, Paul?
Can you get more?
Yeah, bring your cup and I'll give you more. Does your son like being tall? He does, Sherry. Whenever I talk about his height, he smiles. Because here's the thing. He was you know how they say, you know how like animals.
Because I want to be tall.
Yeah, you want to be tall. You know how an animal will have like the runt of the litter? They call like the smallest one is the runt of the litter. He was my smallest one. When he was born, he was only 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Okay, 5 pounds, 5 ounces. He was very tiny because they had to take him out early. And when I took him home from the hospital, that tall giant one you see, he was 4 pounds, 13 ounces coming home from the hospital. And the tallest out of all the kids. So whenever people talk about his height, he smiles because he remembers being the little one everybody picked on. Jacob was itty bitty. And Joel, I don't know how tall Joel's going to be. Because if Joel's anything like his brother Abraham, okay, so I have Abraham. Abraham is about 5'10". So Abraham is tall also. My girls are not tall. One girl is, Rayshawn's 5'4". So my one that just turned 21 today, she's 5'4". And then Rayma is 5'2", I believe. Rayma's 5'2". So, y'all, I'm taller than my daughters. My daughters tease me. They call me the Amazon lady. Talking about I look like I'm from the Amazon. So, all my girls are short. Their mama is taller than them. So, I got a daughter 5'4" and 5'2". I'm making Joel another hot chocolate, you guys. 5'4", 5'2". Now I gotta come up with some stories for tomorrow. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all want to hear tomorrow. What kind of stories I can dig up? Because y'all know I got a ton. Let's see. He might be taller than you, but he's always gonna be your baby boy. Yes, Sherry. And the crazy part, Sherry, is the craziest part about it is that is the kid that disappeared at 2. That's the kid. That's the kid that you're seeing that's super tall now. And I was like, what if life could have been different? It's like, what if it could have been somebody didn't find him, the right person? It could have been turned out a whole different life story, you know? But thank God that it did turn out very well, you know? So I'm really happy for that. He might be taller than you, but he's always going to be your baby boy. I read that comment. All right, guys. So we are 8:44, and I'm going to hop off a live because I've been on live for almost 3 hours. Thank you guys for joining live chat. Saturday, I go live twice, you guys. I'll be back on live at 6, and then I go back on midnight. And then Sunday, again, I'll be back here on midnight for midnight chat with everybody. And as always, I love you guys. Thank you for your support and the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Definitely. Thank you. I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Hassan, for always coming in here. And Morning, Cowboy, Jeff, Mitch, and whoever else is left in here. I don't know who's all left in here. But I appreciate you guys coming in. I hope you guys have a blessed night. Love you guys. Bye.